Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's an ish gets real. People get shot during the day.
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he can play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
Oh, is there sound on here?
Yes, there's sound on there. Welcome to the Video Game Bang Live, and computers are hard, everybody.
I got headphones on. I can't hear.
Computers are
Where
hard.
are your headphones?
They're on her ears.
I can't hear
Yes.
that my laptop was playing.
The Video Game Bang Live is brought to you by nerddirector.com. I am Sir Aaron Carter. Cory Vincent's here, everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately.
David Webb's here, everybody.
Hey, guys.
And Lareesa's computer is here, everybody. Because you can hear it more than Lareesa right now.
I am now fired as the technical director.
She was our technical director.
I need to make an announcement. Irish on Fire is in the room, and he just donated to Extra Life.
All right, Irish on Fire. Thanks for
hey,
donating.
thanks.
This morning, we went to the hospital. A couple of hospitals, actually. We were in one that was wrong. Then we went to the Shriners. That was wrong.
They tried to jump us.
And they tried to, it was like vampires that hadn't drinking blood in like years.
For what?
For children's toys. And
That wasn't even the best part of being there, though. The best part was Cory trying to figure out how to get into the building and kept touching the glass,
the
trying
glass,
to figure out what the damn
glass
door was.
gauntlet that he had to go through just to get into the building. And we did a good deed, everybody. We dropped off a whole bunch of toys to some children. Didn't get to see the kids.
No.
Little gypped on that one, I feel. But
Do you think they weren't there? Do you think it's a whole it's a sham?
well, somebody
The whole
took
thing's a
pictures.
sham to
The
get
whole
free
thing's
Wii
a
U's.
sham.
Somebody took pictures with children, so that's fine by me. It felt good to give, though. I really love giving to charities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We were there with at least, 4 or 5 other people?
Get that microphone right up to your lips, right there.
She's not even saying anything.
I know, but when she does, it's going to be really low. Aaron, just you.
I originally tried to move it closer and it almost fell on me.
All right.
That's what she said.
She's good.
We'll make adjustments as we go.
She's good.
But Aaron sent out the beacon last night, and a group of us.
Like the bat signal,
Yeah.
I shot it into the air, and the Just Us League showed up at Walmart, and we got some pretty good stuff.
It was
and then we
amazing,
put it
yeah.
all back and went to Target and picked up even better things.
Yes. And Target price matches, people.
Target price matches. That is
Yeah, they do.
a code you should live by if you're shopping for anything right now.
We
price
and,
match.
Gamers Funk Lab was really awesome, and they donated a Wii U with extra controller and all this other stuff. So we decided to kind of do like an add-on to what they did, and we purchased the Avengers Disney Infinity kit,
Yes, Avengers Disney Infinity 2.0,
which was like $75, but they price match Amazon for $40.
but they ussed it down to 40.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And then we brought him like 11 of the figurines.
Yes, 11 of the figurines,
Like-
and they came with 3 inside of the box.
Yeah,
Altogether,
3 in the
it was
box.
11, including
11
the 3
figures,
inside.
And then David Andrew Ing, as well as Eddie Villanueva, donated a bunch of board games. So it was
All in all, it went off without a bang, but with a, I don't know.
it went off
A bloop?
without a hitch.
The hitch, it went off with
They
a bang.
they
Bang's
ended up
positive.
just with this.
What's a bloop?
It's negative.
With what we did
It's those
today.
things that crash.
It was $3,000 worth of games and toys for the kiddos.
Yes, it was.
And if you want to donate to the very same
Where can
charity
they go?
that we did, you can click on the link right below this video that says Extra Life, Play Games, Heal Kids. And that is the Sacramento Guild. And that actually goes specifically will help Jay Gist, a guy who helps us on the show. We also help him run his tournaments. He's a very good dude.
Where can the podcast listeners go?
That's where I'm telling you to go.
On the link?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So where can the listeners in the podcast go?
If you are listening to this and you really want to give and have it go to our little guild, you can go to our Twitch and click on the link right below the video.
I was just
Wow.
thinking that. Like, if you're on the computer listening to this.
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, they still wouldn't know. He just said the link below. He's talking to the people that are visually here right now. And thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, we put on this show, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we do.
If you haven't before,
Looks like you're talking right.
I'm
It's
talking
throwing
right,
me- it's
talking
throwing me
right
off.
at you, David. If you haven't before, or have you done it already, go to our Twitter at Videogame Bang. Give us a follow there. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff that we tweet out here and there of all the cool things that we do. We're also on Facebook.com/VideoGameBangBang. Lawsuit pending, and we have a Patreon. Everybody, Videogame Bang. Patreon/Videogame Bang. Go there, become a patron, and get some cool rewards for helping us help you, help us help you. That's how it
Help
is.
us.
That's
Yeah.
what we do.
I sacrifice for this show.
Oh God, where are we going with this?
I mean, I'm watching a soccer game as we speak.
Oh, it's not over.
There's 3 minutes extra time, David. How dare you?
Well, you like screamed a second ago, like it was
Well,
over.
I mean, because there was almost a goal.
Oh.
Excuse me. And their games coincide with every show that we do. Every single show. So it's like, oh my gosh. I have to miss. It's like part of my heart being taken away. Look at that. See that dramatic pause that I just did there? I had everybody's eyes except for the Cory over
I'm
there.
sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Cory was looking right in the camera, but the other two, they were definitely watching me. Game over. So thank you. Sacramento Republic 3-0, everybody. Go support the...
that was
The
perfect
Sacramento
timing.
well, they do something similar that we do. They support the Children's Hospital. They're actually sponsored by UC Davis Children's Hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
So
That's
they
where
have the
our toys
hospital.
are going.
They have the hospital paying the soccer team. Is that what I'm to believe?
They're all over there
we're
playing the Wii
technically-
U.
We're technically paying
Yes,
the soccer.
Infinity.
Anything we donate, it's like a vicious circle. Anything we donate goes straight to the soccer team.
So you tell me Roro's gonna go be playing with the Disney Infinity tonight?
Yeah, they just won. He
I
better
am
be.
Groot.
He better be. The internet has been blowing up, everybody, because there was a convention somewhere on the planet that had to do with Star Wars. Did anybody see that?
I might have heard of it.
Maybe not a convention, but like a
Gathering.
gathering, a press conference.
What is this Star Trek that you're talking about?
So,
What is it?
in a galaxy far, far away, a long time ago, or scratch that, put it in reverse.
Back that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
There was a young Padawan who fought this giant dark guy who actually turned out to be white, and it was just this whole confusion thing.
Are you calling Luke Skywalker a Padawan?
Isn't he?
No, he was never a Padawan. Because there was no Jedi Academy for him to be a Padawan.
Excuse me. Do we have a nerd alert?
Just saying.
A freaking nerd alert
Nerd
thing going on?
alert.
Just saying.
So anyway, fast forward years later,
30.
this new guy decides, hey, I'm going to direct me another Star Wars.
It was almost 30.
It is 30 years from
It's a little over. It takes place takes place 30 years after.
now? No.
Return of the
I
Jedi.
meant the original movie. When did that come out? 70?
The
Yes.
episode 4.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was 73.
Really?
What is... So if anybody knows, let me do a quick sidetrack. I have a green screen behind me, and Cory is putting up Missy Elliott for some weird reason.
All right, let's go. What were we talking about? Star Wars, right?
Yeah, you might want to put some Star Wars themed things behind me if I'm going to be, you know.
19.
Are you trying to tell me that Missy Elliott isn't Star Wars themed?
She's nowhere near Star Wars thing.
Okay.
Maybe Lando Calrissian, but... So yes, anyway, Star Wars is going to be coming back in full effect. You're going to get a movie... 3 movies, correct? Actually, probably
Yeah.
even more, because I heard they were doing like little side story spin-offs.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if those are going to have actual full feature movies or
Or just
what. I
TV
know
shows,
they're-
Netflix releases.
Yeah, you
never know.
they might.
So
I know
anyway,
at least 3.
also, there's going to be a video game, Resurrected from the Dead. We're going to get into that all soon.
I'm so
Have you heard
excited.
about the Star Wars movies, Lareesa? You're a girl.
Yeah, why?
Hey, you're a girl. Do you watch? Did we all see the
Some.
trailer? The new trailer for it?
Yes, I did. And
Okay.
me and Steven from the show, Gutierrez, everybody,
Steven?
we nitpicked over the little bit because it's Luke doing a little monologue or whatever over clips from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven believes that the young lady in the film is going to be the main protagonist of the film.
The bad person?
No.
No.
That's
Antagonist. Protagonist is pro means good.
Oh.
Anti-antagonist. Okay.
You know, welcome to the video gaming English lesson, everybody. But I believe it's going to be the black guy.
You know, why is that black guy out of breath in every scene you see him in this damn thing?
He's got the slave runaway face
Does
every
he?
scene.
In
Yes.
everything he's in these damn trailers, it looks like, wow, he has asthma or he's like always on the run.
Because he probably is.
From what I've read, it's actually
He doesn't want to be the first one to die.
It's
There it is.
he's
There it
constantly
is.
running.
All the clips that you've seen in this trailer take
It's-
place in the first 30 seconds of the
It's his
film.
goal in life.
So he can still die within. He'll still be the first to die.
Everything I've read, it seems like the three of them are kind of
Three, yeah.
equal.
Yeah, and I
Equal
would
in
be
terms
fine
of-
with that. I'd be
yeah.
100% fine if they did like just 3 stories, and it's like you're following this new crew of the Luke, Layla,
Layla?
excuse me, Layla Ali. You're doing Luke, Leia, and Han type of new 3.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm
I
probably
don't know.
pretty sure you're wrong, but let's go.
Isn't the new chick? I think her last name is Solo, isn't it? I was trying to look at the character's name. Anybody in chat, if you know.
We can Google that right now. As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, whether what their full names are. You get a better look at the Darth person. The dark person or whatever. Not really any fight scenes. One thing that I'm actually quite liking is that there's not an over saturation of lightsabers everywhere.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody has a freaking lightsaber. No, and it's it's very sparse.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, and that was one thing. At the end of the trailer, you see Han and Chewie. Hey Han comes up. Chewie, we're home.
We're back.
Yeah.
Han looks like he's 1 foot in the grave. Chewie doesn't have a gray hair on his head.
Yeah, that's
Well,
kinda,
Not one freaking gray
Okay,
hair.
but think about it. And what was it? You see Chewie in episode 3, towards the end of episode 3. He
Okay.
helps Yoda run, like hide, right? And then
Okay.
I don't know how much time between episode 3 and episode 4 is. I want to say it's like 20-something years because Luke is in his like young to mid 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you see Chewbacca in episode 4, and he doesn't have a gray hair. He lives for eternity.
So are you saying Wookiees don't age like dogs?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm just
What
saying.
makes you think he would be a dog?
What makes you think he'd be any other animal?
Maybe he's just a really hairy person.
That just doesn't know how to speak?
They have those diseases.
Wow.
He has hip dysplasia.
Conditions,
True
first
story.
of all.
That's how Chewbacca
Their
dies in the
conditions.
books, actually. He dies of hip dysplasia.
Dan
And
Simpson?
so they've said already that the expanded universe that has been written, they were like, that's not non-canonical anymore. I thought I read that somewhere.
Hollow Monkey asked, do you even know what the life cycle of a Woody is?
Of a Woody?
About 2 or
Depending.
3
It has
hours.
to be under 4 hours, otherwise you have to go to a doctor.
There you go, Hollow Monkey.
Depends
That's
on
dangerous.
depends on the situation, Hollow.
Depends on how much Viagra you
I
Typically-
didn't even go to the hospital like that.
3 to 4
It's 5 hours, Doc.
minutes.
Still up.
Uh.
And they just have to blood out of it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Yeah, so people are all nuts about this new Star Wars trailer and everything like that. Anybody in here going to see it on Christmas? Going Christmas
gonna go see
Day?
it.
You going to go see
On
it?
Christmas Day?
That's when it's coming out,
Don't
correct?
you actually do Christmas things though?
I know,
No,
right?
I don't care.
Wow.
I'm gonna go see this movie.
Whole family going? She's like, no, me by myself.
No, I'm not gonna take my
Giant tub of popcorn.
Yeah, that was the plan. Actually, my best buddy's a huge Star Wars nerd, so we were gonna have like a whole Star Wars session, which
Are
is
you
probably
cosplaying?
gonna take like 2 days.
Are you cosplaying there? No. Yeah, you are. Yeah, she is.
And,
Somebody's having a Darth
It's gonna be a
robe.
Twi'lek.
We're gonna watch all the movies and stuff before we watch the newest one again.
That's the question in the room. Are you guys gonna skip your family events to go see Star Wars? I don't think I
Yes.
would.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, some people will.
I mean, I
Star
know
Wars is a
s-
huge, huge franchise.
I love
Like,
Star Wars.
it's
Don't get me wrong.
crazy.
I love it, but I love me some Christmas.
Let's do some banging around the web.
Banging around the web. Wow, why'd you gonna jump in and then you bitched out?
Well, because I don't want to take your thunder.
Hashtag
Or he
gay.
didn't
wow,
wanna
you
be-
think you honestly think you could take my thunder?
No, I know it.
Wow.
Okay.
I found a
Congrats
website.
for
Well,
being
I
a
mean,
bigger man.
you guys have heard that website, Ain't It Cool News or something like that?
Congrats for being the bigger man.
Wow.
Wow. How dare you, Lareesa?
Subtext.
Whose side are you on?
Obviously, mine.
They have some pretty good stuff.
I take no sides.
What is this?
It was just a website that I
Oh.
frequent called Ain't It Cool or something like that. I can't remember it. Microsoft confirms corporate VP Phil Harrison's departure from the company.
What?
He's been there since 1988.
And that brother is gone now. Following the last month's reports, Xbox head Phil Spencer today confirmed that the corporate vice president, Phil Harrison, has left Microsoft.
He stated there were some wrong decisions regarding the Xbox One and the direction of it, and that means the console will now focus more on video games instead of general entertainment.
Uh-oh.
Well,
You know what?
finally.
Those take some major balls to come out and say, we were wrong. We were going in the wrong direction.
He's like, I don't like where you're going. Peace out.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Some people would just left and been quiet. It's like, you know what? Whatever.
He's been in there
Irreconcilable
forever.
differences.
He's been with the company forever. Like, I would have said something too. Like, I have all this money, you can't do anything, and
They can sue. I mean,
What
do you think about that, Microsoft?
NDA.
I mean, Corey.
You know, he's entitled to his opinion. I mean, it doesn't mean it's right. It's just an opinion.
But I'm like, it's Phil Spencer. He was once the face of Microsoft.
You know,
If you're gonna put Power Rangers behind me, at least put it, the freaking Geo,
this
Zeo. Excuse me, I'm wrong.
This
So-
is this is original, right?
So you said
This-
Phil? Wait,
Phil-
did you
Phil
butcher
Spencer.
his name the first time?
No, Phil.
He said
I
Phil
said
Spencer.
Phil Harrison. I said Phil Spencer said today.
yeah.
He confirmed. Phil Spencer.
Oh,
confirmed.
okay.
There's two Phils.
Okay, yeah. Phil Harrison can go. I don't mind that. Phil Spencer's different. He's an actual gamer, and I'm more for Phil Spencer than I am for anybody else in Microsoft Xbox right now.
What about Major Nelson?
Major Nelson's a puppet.
Really?
You heard it here first, folks. He's a puppet. Now, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any say. He's basically just a community manager for Microsoft.
Yeah, he's the liaison between you and that giant
I mean, I like
conglomerate
him, but
of
Phil
Microsoft.
Spencer's the one who's making the decisions, and he's an actual games guy.
What are they saying in the chat over there?
I think-
Oh no, I'm laughing at the green screen.
I think if Phil Spencer was in charge earlier on the Xbox One, there would have been way less issues. And I think that maybe this guy is one of the dudes who was pushing for a lot of the things that got turned around. So it's good he's gone.
Well,
Out with the old, in with the new.
you know where he's
Yeah.
going, right?
Yeah, he's getting kind of where.
He's going Nintendo.
Oh, shut up. My first guess was like, what, EA?
I was gonna say PlayStation.
Probably.
PlayStation.
EA will snatch him up. PlayStation won't snatch him up. EA could snatch him up. I can see
We
something
want
like
to
that
I can
happening.
see
Snatch
EA
you
doing
to
that
death.
because they're dirty.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Dirt for
Dirty.
dirt, huh? Next one, Spotify ads cater to the mood of your music. So I've been listening to Spotify for probably about 2 years now. Maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say.
like I'll put on say I'm listening to something that's just nothing but Kanye West. And then all of a sudden an ad comes on and I'm like, wow, what did Kanye make with freaking Mentos or
Metallica.
something like that? Yeah, like all of a sudden. And then I'm like, oh, it's an ad. You know, I look
Yeah.
at my phone or whatever and I'm like, oh, it's an ad. So now it seems like Spotify will kind of get in line with what you're listening to
With
Finally.
their ads?
with their ads.
Shut the hell up.
Playlist targeting is the official name of the feature, with collections of tracks for chill, party, workout, romance, sleep, and more, providing the opportunity for brands to woo would-be customers. So say you're feeling like chill. Have you used the mood thing before?
Well, see, it does make sense because I'll be listening to like my metal or stuff at work, and then it'll be like Trojan Man. Like, I'm like, oh crap, what the hell is this? So, I mean, I can see if you're listening to some,
have you ever
Marvin
used the
Gaye.
mood? Have you ever used the mood feature?
No.
Oh
'Cause, see,
yeah.
I've used the mood feature in
Yeah.
there, where it's like there's a mood one that's like walk in like you own the place, and it's all this like inspiring
I've
ball
heard
type
that.
of music. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
That's actually, I think that's like the first song.
that's probably
On there.
like Kanye West's Power was in there.
Yeah.
And so it's like you get that, that oh, I'm the boss type of thing. Because I used to, with my previous job, my job was literally like walking around and scanning a whole full Lowe's store, and that's like 3 hours of stuff. Just me by myself. So 4 a.m, I throw on my headphones, get my scan gun, and then boom. Exactly. I'm going down listening to soundtracks. Now, if I can get like a song or an ad that doesn't feel like it's interrupting my music, that it kind of goes with everything,
I'm all for that.
I'm all down.
Commercials are commercials to me. I don't care.
If you got something that sounded like it was just the next track in your...
How's it gonna sound like?
I don't
the
know.
next track?
Maybe that makes for more creative advertising.
Except this kind of seems like it's almost a bad move on Spotify's part, because I think one of the reasons why they had such a contrast in the ads that you were listening to compared to the music that you were listening to,
Just so that you pay
was
attention.
So you pay, well, not even that. So you pay for the premium, so you can get rid of those annoying interrupting ads. But now, if it just sounds like it's part of your playlist anyway, then I don't need to get premium.
Okay, but then I'm a would-be salesman.
Yeah.
And I want to make a cool jingle. That's going to attract me more because people are going to be interested. Think about all the things
I think it's good for advertisers.
Yeah. Well, it's good for Spotify. Who do you think's paying them? Like,
true. I
so
guess that's true.
More money
Yeah.
coming in. And think about all the favorite products that you use with cool jingles that you remember.
Oh God.
Like what?
See what I mean? I don't know. Is By Minute still in the freaking...
Bye, man.
Exactly.
I just know that from
Shortest
Seinfeld.
jingle in the world. That's what I'm saying, people. I think it works out a little for everybody. We'll have to see how it goes because I don't think it's quite yet implemented. But I mean, I use Spotify like once every 2 months now because, you know.
I use it every day.
Yeah, yeah.
All day, every day.
Hard day, son, hard day.
Let's see. Borderlands head leaves Gearbox. I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but here we go. Armstrong is credited as the game's design, director, and writer for the first Borderlands. It's already a bad thing
Why?
because he did the first one, the one that I love.
But what if he just thought the thing ran its course? I mean, honestly, Borderlands, what more can they do? Is this a series you are invested in where you're going to play every single one?
I literally had this discussion 2 days ago with Steven because I was playing Borderlands 1 on my PC and he was playing Borderlands 2. And because he has the Handsome Jack collection. And I was like, I really like this game. And I'm like forgetting... Oh, I had forgotten all the cool things that were in Borderlands 1. Like all the different weapons, the different companies have 5 unique weapons that are like named, and they have like different, cool abilities and stuff like that. And I didn't get that feeling in Borderlands 2. And it was like, it felt like some of that stuff was left out. So I started doing more research on like when's the next Borderlands coming out. And of course there's not really any news on it. They're doing expansions. Over in China they have the Borderlands online game. Which
Why do they get everything first?
Exactly.
Why aren't we there? Why are we here?
The exact same question I was asking 2 days ago. Like their Borderlands online, of course, is you pick out of 4 different classes. You create your character. Crap load of guns, just like crazy. It doesn't look as
His
polished.
head is just like right in front of her tits.
I know we're making more people angry.
Her excuse me, I'm all on her now. The game is going to be one of those like third party type of things because it's 2K China or something like that. So it's not going to be like a traditional Borderlands, feeling or whatever. But with him leaving and probably, his game design direction, I don't know where it's going. And then with them saying we want to just hire...
they're huge.
Aaron, take your hands and do this.
I'm not going to do any of this. I can't even see it.
Hey, Aaron, can you just duck out of the way for a minute? Oh, there we go.
I can't even see it.
She just put her boob on your head.
That's fine.
Just knocked you out.
Do you want to play something less distracting so we can stay on the notes, Corey?
Okay, sorry.
Sheesh. We are talking about Borderlands. Have you even
That looks
seen
like it
Borderlands
hurts.
online?
Borderlands Online?
Yes.
No.
So then why don't you search
Shaking.
that right now?
Okay.
The shaking.
Yeah, like they're so big when she does this. I'm like, God, that probably hurts a lot.
Well, she gets paid for it, so she'll probably
She's built
deal with
up
the pain.
back muscle.
Ah, that's what it is.
So this is Borderlands Online. Like I said, it's going to be a 2K game from China, if anything. So don't look for the best polished type of, game.
Well, did you see that? Remember we talked about that Halo MMO that was coming out to just China or Russia, I think it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's already people who have hacked it and made it available to people in the U.S.
This isn't the game.
This isn't the game?
This is not the game that you're looking at.
Oh, well, then I've been lied to.
You're looking at somebody commentating about the game
I've been lied to.
But there's a full-blown trailer for it online if everybody is interested in it. Borderlands, like I said, what's his name said he was looking for a whole bunch of people. What's the freaking director's name or the guy, the face of the Borderlands game? Nobody knows, huh?
Nope.
Sorry.
What do you think? This is a gaming pad game?
Cloud Redeemer told you to motorboat them.
Terrible.
And Lunchbox says that it turns Lareesa on.
Clearly.
That's her turned on face.
They actually have gameplay footage of this too, and it looks kind of like it looks just like a generic version, like really. I don't know. I don't want to be like the Chinese version because
because then
that's just racist.
Someone's gonna jump in and
Right.
But you're right.
Surround.
I
I
get
don't
it.
think
But
Surround's in there
yeah.
yet. You're safe.
You can create your character. The guy who would look like that I would choose.
Hot.
The kind of turret guy. His turret looks like it actually moves around, like it has legs and follows you. Of course, they're gonna have that crazy amount of number of weapons. Like they do in all the Borderland games. No Siren class.
Good. Siren class 2 OP.
Because it sticks with the Borderlands lore if there's only like 6 or 8 sirens in the whole universe. So you have like a magic type of user. Looks like you can upgrade guns in this one, do different abilities with each individual character and stuff like that. It's in China, people. Sorry. That's probably why he left. He was like, I didn't want the Chinese to have
He
it.
probably moved to China so he could play the game. Sorry, guys. I gotta go play my own game.
And they're doing Call of Duty Online in China, which is another one that they're getting. Sorry, everybody. Next one on the list, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer. We touched on it just a tiny bit the last episode.
So terrible.
Did you watch it?
It made me lose all interest I had.
Really?
I didn't even have any interest to begin with, really, so it did nothing for me.
Throw it up on the screen for the people while we're
I
talking
had
about this one.
less interest in that because I didn't even watch the trailer.
You didn't see the trailer whatsoever. Oh, my fancy.
Do you want to play it with the audio?
Yeah, let's play it with the audio.
So let's play. Yeah. Let's look at that good
to watch it.
I want to
Affleck
know,
chin.
What are you thinking about it so far, though, Aaron?
What am I thinking about it?
Yeah.
I think I can figure out the story
Think you can
just from the
figure
little bit that they've given.
Let's see what we got.
Let's play a little of that
Yeah.
beautiful bean footage there.
I've
Here.
heard that Batman's voice is very robotic with the new suit.
Well, with the suit, yes, of course. But he also speaks without the suit on, so you can hear him. No, actually, I don't think that's his voice without the suit. So yeah, you can only hear the whatchamacallit suit. Here we go.
There we go.
Good Zimmerman music coming in.
Is it really surprising that the most powerful man in the world should be a figure of controversy?
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
We're talking about a being whose very
They
existence
are not telling us the truth.
challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
Human beings have a horrible track record of
Tragedy.
following people of great
Power
power.
corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Chaos. Maybe he's just a guy trying to do the right thing.
Is that Jodie Foster?
Could be.
Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
No, they come from the sky.
The world has
Sounds
been so
like her.
caught up with what he can do that no one has asked what he should do.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel. Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
Dun dun dun. Marvel's better right now in the movie.
This is like an ongoing battle, though. You constantly hear people say, "Your Superman's better."
No, there's no real battle.
And this is going to solve nothing because they're going to team up at the end.
Yeah, because they've already said it's going to lead into a Justice League movie, so it's not like one's going to kill the other.
Dawn of Justice.
Exactamundo. But the thing is, with this, it's going to be a whole thing where it's his power's too unchecked. We need to do something about this.
So Marvel Civil War.
Yes. It's a Marvel Civil War storyline between two people instead of two giant groups of superheroes. That's exactly what it is.
Same story, very less.
But it's DC's, not their only play, but that's their... We're backed up against the wall. Let's take our biggest iconic characters and throw them in a movie together.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like a huge desperation play.
Yeah,
but
it's their Hail Mary.
The huge thing for me is that I was kind of, without seeing any of the footage before or really giving it too much thought, subconsciously I think I was giving it the benefit of the doubt that it was... I knew Christian Bale wasn't in it, but I was expecting more of the Dark Knight Batman. And so when I start seeing this Ben Affleck Batman and the suits and all this stuff, it really just killed it. It reminded me that I know nothing about this Batman. Is it going to suck? I don't know, there's too many questions.
Here's the other thing
I'm
about
not excited
this.
about it.
It's too inconsistent. They need to find a Batman and stick with the Batman.
But they're never going to do that.
No,
but
and that's why it's never going to be
Here's the
successful.
problem as well. This Dark Knight Batman is an old Batman. It's not like it's the 30-something Bruce Wayne who's had some years of being Batman. It's the 50-plus Batman who's on his way out type of deal. That's what the Dark Knight comic book one is. Now, if that's the one they're going to try to portray here, because you see Ben Affleck has the gray going, how are we going to get more Justice League movies in the future? Are we going to keep an old Batman in the future then?
He's going to be old as hell, 90
Like,
years old.
If he has a robotic suit, didn't, what was that cartoon? Batman Beyond.
So you think
at the end,
gonna,
Batman, he had a robotic suit before he retired,
and you thinking the mantle will be passed on to?
I wonder.
It's stupid.
No, we're doing head transplants. They'll just transplant his
that.
head into a...
Question in the chat: does Superman have an army or like a special ops? Because I saw this online too in one of the scenes with him in the hallway, and you have those guys kneeling. They have S's on their.
Probably because they think that he's God to them.
Yeah, maybe worshippers or something?
Yeah.
Probably. He could have a little cult following.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could see that happening.
That's weird.
People are crazy.
It's a whole big
DC
thing.
is so weird.
And that's why I don't understand what storyline are they going off of. It seems like they're just mixing a whole bunch
They
of
are. They have to be. It's ridiculous.
And so when this movie comes out, the only thing I'm really interested in, I don't really care too much about the story. I'm just interested in how they're going to make it believable that Batman can fight the Superman that you saw in Man of Steel that destroyed half a city by himself.
Well, that's why his suit is robotic.
But a robot, really? That's what you're going to go with? Didn't he fight a robot in the last one?
I'm not going with it. DC's going with
I know,
it.
but I'm like,
that's their answer.
I could have swore he fought a robot in the last one. Put in Man of Steel fight scene on there.
That was General.
He fought 3 people. He fought Zod. He fought the chick, and then they had a third thing with them.
There was a third person with them.
I thought it was a robot. Maybe it's not. I didn't really watch the whole movie.
Do you know
Superman's
that the mega loot crate, I think, that's going on right now is like
$10?
the Razer keyboard, the $160 one.
Really?
Yeah.
You get the GeForce 980 graphics card. It's like a $500 graphics card.
If you win that mega loot crate.
You get get 2 monitors and you get
It's not a bad pickup, but it's just like 1 in how many? What's your chances?
Damn.
Millions.
Is that the fight scene you're playing there?
I don't know. This is just a fight scene.
I ended up watching a whole bunch of fight scenes from The Lord of the Rings for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. But yeah, this guy, he's like, I understand Superman in the comic books is extremely OP. So is Batman. But that's a comic book world. That's pictures. That's not live action. Live action is kind of to convince you that this person is, that powerful. How are you supposed to convince somebody that's faster than a speeding bullet is not going to snap the guy in a tin can's neck in one hit? If it's
because
live
you've got
action,
a whole bunch of...
But if it's live action, that's the only thing. Because now it's realism. That's what they're going for here.
He's got kryptonite, though.
Think about the Dark Knight movies. What made them different from the Tim Burton movies? They took a realistic
realism?
aspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
They made a realistic aspect of it. This is, I don't know. I don't even know. You can't really.
I hated this movie so much. I'm gonna end this.
This
I'm
is
going back to us.
So like, look, these are the beings that he's fighting. People that can jump on top of moving jets and then punch
Bring
them to the
down.
ground.
Yeah.
How are you going to make this believable for audiences? How are you going to make that believable for audience?
IHOP, really?
That
Dang.
Batman.
You could have crashed into a Denny's.
That a human
gonna go
Batman
IHOP
is
now.
going to be able to hang with
Marketing
that.
on movies. Yeah, let's go to IHOP.
So like,
Let's go to IHOP.
what is that? What do you do? What do you do for that?
You get a bunch of kryptonite
They-
and lace your suit with it.
He's got to make it like rain kryptonite for 3 days, and then
I make it rain.
yeah, exactly.
I make it rain.
And then boom, oh, you're human now. I can.
Bitch. Whoopsh.
If you haven't seen How It Should End on YouTube, go check those out. They just did one for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. They were talking about how Raphael sounds like the Dark Knight. And then Dark Knight shows up and he's like, "You've been served." And then I was like, "That's pretty funny." But yeah, Batman v Superman, everybody. Dawn of Justice, or the
Dawn of Sucking.
Yeah, it's sad
That
because
wasn't one of my best.
Batman is like my favorite superhero, so it's like
He's gonna fail in the
movie.
movie.
I can get into the Batman movies if they stayed consistent with the Batman story arc and just, like Marvel, you don't have random ass people playing Tony Stark throughout every movie.
Yeah.
And they've spent like 15 years building up to these Avengers movies and stuff, and keeping the worlds consistent and making them all tie in with each other. And then, especially when I hear that Dawn of Justice is not even going to use the Flash from the CW TV show.
Oh no, it's a different universe.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Oh my god!
I think that's what makes me so confused.
I'm gonna skip down real quick on this list too, because as we're talking about heroes in like the silver screen or the whatever, I saw an article saying which hero most deserves the next new video game, but I'm gonna switch that to now. Which hero do you guys believe deserves the next new TV show or movie franchise? Now we already know the plans for Marvel all the way up to like 2020 basically.
Yeah.
And not Batman, excuse me. The company's called DC. So DC has quote unquote plans for kind of the same timeline. With
The actors don't even know about
it.
it.
The actors don't even know what the hell they're.
I'm playing who?
Exactly.
Mike Jones.
But if anything, I wrote an article a long time ago saying on Nerd Reactor saying that DC should just stick to TV and kind of just own that. And then
Marvel should do movies.
Let Marvel do the movies. But now Marvel is moving into that TV space. They actually just even announced that they're working with what was it? Academy Award winning writer, I believe, or director.
Oh, for Jessica Jones?
No, not for Jessica Jones. For an undisclosed project. They didn't even say what it was.
Oh,
it's another, Marvel thing. They just didn't give what.
But they've done like a really good job so far. Like I really enjoyed watching Arrow and.
That's DC.
That's DC.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You mean?
Oh, you're so cute.
Did you watch Daredevil?
Yeah, I did.
What did you
I
think?
did.
That's
actually.
Marvel.
Wait.
Okay,
because
so
don't because some people haven't.
That was on. Oh, you guys haven't watched it?
I don't think they haven't.
I watched
have
that.
you finished it?
I haven't finished it, but
And
that's
Cory,
okay.
have you
That's
finished
okay.
it?
I watched that the
I'll
other
still
day.
watch it.
Okay.
Even if there's spoilers.
You watched
and it's on
all
Netflix.
of it. You watched all of it.
No, I watched like 3 episodes.
Oh, so you haven't
Okay, so
finished it
I'm at
either.
the same part.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I actually I thought it was a movie at first. I was like, how long is this movie? Like, it's going on forever.
The first episode was like an hour and a half, wasn't it? Like, it was a little bit longer.
It's all
I
a
could be
blur to
wrong.
me. It's all a blur. I
It's
watched
just
the whole
it was
thing in
one
2
action
days.
after another.
Like I just.
Yeah, and it was really good. And so seeing the movie and then watching the show, I wasn't like super confused because they actually stayed consistent with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, did you see the movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
And then you remember the movie back?
I saw the
The
Ben
Ben
Affleck
movie?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Stays consistent
Where's
with that?
consistency?
Well, just because I
The red
wasn't
suit?
Because they were both blind?
Yeah, they're both blind. That's why. Yeah.
I wasn't super thrown off at where we were. I don't know.
Well, it's 2 different.
Yeah, but
like,
it
stories
wasn't
completely.
It didn't feel like that though.
Really?
No, it didn't.
That felt like 2 different movies to me.
It didn't to me.
Ben Affleck seems like he puts a knife to every superhero's throat and slits it, like always. And he's only done one.
I just remember him trying to.
And he's only done one. Well, actually, he's done 2. He was in a Superman.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like, but it was like the actor that played Superman, I think, back in like the 40s or 30s or something like that.
Yeah.
Like black and white TV days or something like that. Where he was like an alcoholic, something like that. And that maybe prepared his role for this Batman movie, but whatever. The Daredevil movie, or the Daredevil Netflix TV show, is actually very good.
Yeah, it's very well done.
It feels like it's a...
Does it stick to the comic book?
It takes from the comic book. It's not like page for page type of thing, but
that's what the Marvel Cinematic Universe does. They don't go like page by page. They take the story and then they kind of go, okay, so this is how it happens in the cinematic universe. Yeah. That's why, like, when Civil War comes out, Spider-Man isn't going to be in the same role that he would be in the comics. Black Panther's taking that role. Theoretically, as far as everybody is theorizing. Well, that's what was announced.
But
before Spider-Man
It would take
came
me
home.
an entire week to like fully understand what the hell is going on.
But what's good
in either universe, and to know the difference.
Marvel is really the one.
Yeah,
that you
Marvel's
should focus
doing
on.
a very good job at it. I wouldn't
Don't even
focus
bother
on any
with
DC.
DC's. Yeah, I mean, Arrow is pretty cool and Flash is pretty cool, but other than that, Marvel just puts it all together so nicely. Like the little nods that they did weren't too like in your face in Daredevil. Like they just like that ascot joke that they made so far was awesome.
One,
in one of the other ones, they're like, unless someone's wielding a magic hammer, has $1 billion suit, you better not let this dude fuck our shit up. And like that kind of stuff is cool.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I don't know. It felt like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't do it as well.
And apparently they're getting a spinoff, like I said.
They're getting a spinoff too?
They are? See, I somebody said that on Twitter, and I don't know what they're talking about. Who's spinning off?
I don't know who's spinning off. That's just could be just
What's
the black
Agents
guy.
of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
the Argus
is
of Marvel.
Yeah.
She's like, who's Argus?
Okay.
Now?
Do you see any of the Marvel movies? Okay, Avengers. Do you see Avengers?
You know Agent Coulson?
Agent Coulson?
Put a little footage on there. Can we put that
The
on
black
there?
guy?
Since
No,
you
that's-
really don't know
no,
what you're
God.
choosing for the background.
That's Nick Fury.
There's
Okay.
been some
Agent
chit chat going on in the room, so I'm pleasing the people, Aaron. They really wanted to
Agent
see
Phil
NWA.
Coulson, the guy who gets stabbed. Spoiler. If
They're
you
the
haven't
spies
seen it.
in the Marvel.
Yeah.
Hey!
Thanks for
Thanks for your patronage.
You're welcome.
Thank you, David. Yeah, they're the spies, basically. The human spies. With no
They run the
superpowers.
Avengers.
Do they?
Ish.
Yeah.
Who? Wait.
Well, they started
He's
the
saying-
Avenger
he's saying
Initiative.
Shield, yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D. does not run the Avengers.
Do they though?
No.
Do
What
they
are
not,
they?
though?
What are they
Fury-
doing
no.
with Spider-Man?
They employ the Avengers to
It
do
dep-
things that they can't handle.
That's what I'm saying.
Depends.
Like Fury started the Avenger Initiative.
Yeah.
Wait, are you asking what are they doing? What is the Marvel Universe doing with Spider-Man, or what is Shield doing with Spider-Man?
I don't know. That's just a question in chat.
Oh,
Who said that? Oh, where are they doing
yeah.
Spider-Man?
Marvel.
We don't know
They're
yet.
going to or
do we?
They've
We
already
know.
said that the next Marvel or the next Spider-Man movie that's going to come out is going to portray Peter Parker as a teenager, a very young.
Because they are going with Peter Parker.
Didn't they already do this?
No, they didn't actually.
Oh no, they
no.
He's
remade.
always-
They remade
yeah.
Spider-Man.
He's always been like this college student or going to college type of deal. But the reason why
Why
they're
did
doing
they
this
remake it?
because this is the thing. They didn't own Marvel, the company didn't have the rights to the movies for Spider-Man. It was Sony?
Yeah.
I believe it was Sony or Fox. No, it wasn't Fox.
No, it was
wasn't
Sony.
Fox. It was Sony. So now that they are working with Sony to put out another, to bring him into their big, Avengers, Captain America, all that stuff, they want to redo it again. They want you to be like those other ones, Tobey Maguire and who was the other guy?
Oh crap! What was his name?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Forget them. They're not our Spider-Man.
But it was good.
Yeah, but they're not.
Even Stan
our
Lee. Stan Lee
Spider-Man.
even said that Andrew Garfield did a good job.
Yeah,
as Spider-Man.
Nobody's throwing anything away. Spider-Man, I think 1 and 2 were fine in my opinion.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, with Tobey Maguire, and then I didn't dislike the first. What was it? Amazing Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah.
I didn't dislike him. I don't think you can really get Spider-Man wrong. Like it's except for part 3 of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, I think that's probably the one where you can kind of be like, yeah.
See, I like the new ones better because those were closer to the cartoon that I grew up with on Fox, and so it was like okay, like I understand more
But here's the thing, Lareesa. This is why they're bringing a teenage Spider-Man.
And here's why it matters.
Because if you just brought a college student, I've already been Spider-Man for some time, into this already Marvel Cinematic Universe, that's just throwing another drop of water in an ocean of superheroes. If you bring a rookie person who doesn't really know how to be a superhero into these iconic characters who he looks up to, then he can just be the new guy on the team. You know him because you've known Spider-Man forever. But in the universe, he's the new guy, the rookie, the new kid on the block.
Does it still happen the same then? Does he still become Spider-Man almost the
He'll
same?
Yeah, they'll most likely keep that same origin story of, oh, I got bit. Oh my gosh, I didn't just go to the hospital like a normal person who gets bit by a spider and a giant.
That's genetically modified.
Exactly.
You know what though? If I got bit by a genetically modified spider, I would not tell anybody because I'm like, I'm Spider-Man. This is happening.
And then when he dies in the morning. From poisonous
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't become Spider-Man. He becomes a troll.
My arm just like swells up.
Exactly.
This isn't what happened in the comic book. Some call Stanley.
But it's better. It's better that they do it that way. I want to see him, be like the rookie. He's looking up to these new guys.
Yeah.
And they kind of take him under their Iron Man wing, Falcon wing, Captain American shield.
I missed it. Did they say that it was going to be Peter Parker?
No, I haven't heard anything that says it's going to be Peter Parker.
But whoever it is, they're going to be.
But whoever it is, they said it's going to be.
I think that's.
So in their universe, were there multiple Spider-Mans?
There are so many Spider-Men that
there's
you can throw a stone and probably hit one outside.
There's a Spider-Verse.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Verse.
Within the Marvel universe.
Within the Marvel universe.
Oh my god.
I mean, you have... Okay, you have Spider-Man, you have the Amazing Spider-Man, you have Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen, who is actually very popular now with the ladies.
You
and
have
the guys, actually, too. You
have Ultimate Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, like there's so
Spider
many.
2099.
Spider-Pig.
Spider-Pig.
Yeah.
Spider-Pig.
There's like a whole bunch of them. And I mean...
Does that go with all of the characters?
Not necessarily.
Not really. Some characters more than others, but...
There's different universes, which is where it gets very confusing.
There's different story arcs. If you're going to go and you're going to research this, I would say the best place to start is Marvel 616.
That is the straight and narrow storyline. So anything outside of that is kind of just like side universes. But if you want this is like the real Spider-Man, 616 is your straight narrow story.
It's the main lane. All the others are jungle.
There you go. Boom. That's a very good analogy.
Makes no sense at all.
She understood what I meant.
I'll explain it to you in real terms, Lareesa. You just don't listen to these guys.
He'll give you like some golf reference. See, it's like mini golf.
No, I listened back to that episode and re-listened to my own analogy, and that analogy was spot on. You were just hating. You were just drinking the haterade.
You said it's the same thing. They both have obstacles. It's the exact same game.
Yeah, but
one's for kids and one's not. That's the only difference.
Oh, no.
What?
That's not the only difference.
What's the difference between mini golf and golf?
There's a lot of difference. How much walking is involved?
One's bigger
than the scale of one.
Exactly.
There's no windmills in regular golf.
Yeah.
Have you seen a clown head on the golf course?
Golf.
What do you classify those as? Obstacles, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it's child and adult, and in the adult you have the sand pits, you have the pools of water, you have the trees, you have.
I just said the only difference between is kids and adults, and you were like, no.
But when she said that, it makes way more sense.
Okay, so because hang on, time out. Because Cory put this video up on the screen, people in chat are going, are they unboxing an Aaron? Because your head is blocking the box, so it looks like they're just reaching into your head and pulling shit out.
That's awesome.
We didn't get our money's worth.
Sorry, go ahead.
You can get the Aaron box at videogamebank.com.
Golf versus mini golf. Continue. It's very interesting.
Heroes of the Storm is like the kiddie version of League.
Yeah, maybe you would want to chime in because you played both games. So we talked about, since you don't listen to the show as well, we talked about
I was on chat last
the
Saturday.
Difference, but this was a regular weekday show.
Oh my god, my stomach's hurting. Okay, go.
Should have ate some food before you got over here. See?
I was at work.
Let's go to IHOP.
Heroes of the Storm v League of Legends.
Okay.
Cory, you say it's more of a childish version of League of Legends?
Yeah.
And I've heard that before from Bags.
It's streamlined.
Mm-hmm. It's a training.
I'm not disputing that.
Okay.
I'm not disputing that whatsoever. What is your take on it?
It's still a new game. I mean, I don't. It's still not even a game yet.
It's a game.
It's
incomplete game.
Yeah,
I would say,
it's not. I mean, League has been out for a while. I mean, I don't expect.
Still sucks too.
I mean, just like how I compare every MMO that I played a while. I'm just like, oh, this isn't what I need to go back to. And then I just keep going back.
Have you found anything good in HOTS that you'd be like, oh, I want that in League?
Oh yeah. Okay, so in League, the characters have their own lore individually, which is cool because you get to know them that way. But in Heroes of the Storm, I already know all those characters' lores because I've played all those games.
Yeah, okay.
So I have like a history and a connection to all those characters already, which is nice, which makes me want to play the game.
But they're not about to just go get licensed characters and throw them in League.
No, I know.
It's like, oh, Pikachu's here now. New challenger.
Dude, that'd be sweet. That would be my character.
I said a long time ago, and you probably find it in our archives, they need a freaking Pokemon MOBA. You have all the characters. You have all the abilities.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Just throw it in there.
The characters always talk and say stuff too.
And
So, Pikachu.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be a summoner. You would be a Pokemon trainer.
You would be a Pokemon trainer.
So
Boom.
they don't even
think
have
about
to...
both camps. You got your little shops there, your little Pokemon.
Pokemart.
You got your Pokemart there, and then whatever the training things where you put your Pokeballs and they heal them. That's where you go back to heal. Like, it's the whole shebang. But no, Nintendo, you don't want to freaking
branch out.
Exactly. You'd make trillions.
Yeah, they would.
Trillions.
Especially right now.
You got a huge fan.
I know
in the
that
chat.
the Pokemon market isn't.
Who's that?
Beezer Boy 69. Bezer
Oh!
Boy 69.
No, he's your English buddy.
Yeah, Bezer. I haven't seen him since I played Prison Break.
Yeah, when I was playing Heroes of the Storm, he comes into my room. Where's Aaron Carter? I need more Aaron Carter, please.
That's called haters, Bezer. It's called haters. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, a lot of things. I think
Pokemon background.
I think.
Yeah, they want Pokemon background.
A lot of things can be put into that MOBA type of thing and make a lot of cash off of it. But and I also wrote an article on nerdreactor.com, anime games that I want to see in a different form of video game. Like, we've seen a Bleach video game, like a Dynasty Warriors type of thing.
I hated it.
And we've seen Dragon Ball Z be fighting games and Naruto be fighting games and stuff like that. Why can't we see them in different forms? I was like, a Naruto MMO would be perfect. It's already set up for it.
A date simulator.
Or something different. We get the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And there's going to be like another Naruto game that's a fighting game. There's going to be a One Piece that's like a Dynasty Warriors type of game.
I think that's unfair because, I mean, we watch the animes and then they're like, oh, let's just make a fighting game because that's all they do in animes.
Exactly.
But we want a chance to experience that character or the character we choose of that anime as, something other than...
that world.
Yeah.
She wants to just hit on her brother. Is what's going on.
That's
She wants to.
I mean, regular. That's terrible.
Totally.
But yeah, I feel like I would want. I'm the type of person that would want that anime for me to create a character and interact with the characters in that world in some type of, I don't know, RPG. If you had like a Skyrim-esque type of game for your favorite anime, where you get to do quests and do and then have like what do they call them in Skyrim? It's the people that followed you. Little companions.
Yeah.
Is that just companions?
Mm-hmm.
You can get one of your favorite characters from the anime to be a companion with you or something like that. Like, why wouldn't you? The stuff
And
writes
then
itself.
you RPG their whole life.
You just RPG their whole freaking life. I don't understand. It seems like a freaking equation for success that none of these people.
So
have picked
maybe
up
the
on.
story doesn't go exactly the way it did in the anime, but you got to decide the future of that anime, and
you have writers,
and you played it out.
You have the writers work on those alternate stories. If you chose to do something else or something like that in an anime, then you would have the good storytelling. It's I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
But I had some killer matches of Heroes of the Storm. I've been holding on to this the whole time through that weird conversation you guys just had. 15-0, Aaron Carter. 15-0. Like, I found my game, I think. I found my calling. I found my character, Sonya.
Did you buy this character?
No, she's free for the week.
Are you going to buy
Oh,
this
she's
character?
definitely the character I'm going to buy.
How much is she?
I have no idea. I didn't even look. Price is not an option for this character. Aaron.
I know.
So you're going to pay money?
Yes.
Wow.
No.
Wait, cash money?
I was about to say, that's a little...
I got gold I saved up for
Exactly.
Raynor.
Her name is Sonya. Her first move is like a mix of Nidalee and like a pull. Like
You're
he
speaking
pulls you to them.
6 and 7s.
And then the second move is this awesome pop-up move. Second one, or the third one, I mean, is like a spinning dash like Garen, but you can chase people and it lasts a long time.
Yeah.
And the ult is like
Someone's
this
wondering,
giant pounce
you,
move. Wow, you guys just want to talk during my fucking segment?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
How does that
Jesus
feel?
Christ.
How does that feel when nobody's
Jesus
paying attention,
Christ.
huh?
We were off mic.
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. You were.
Because we could hear you guys. Well, we're going to straighten out some personnel issues.
Do you play WoW?
And I'm jumping, yeah.
Somebody wanted to know in chat room. That was the worst whispering I have ever.
Do you want me to run chat or not?
You whispered into... Well, why don't you do one of these?
I did this.
Why don't you do one of these? Hey, got a question from chat.
Hey, Aaron.
We're now wasting people's time.
Hey, Aaron.
I'm just saying.
Aaron, maybe next week we won't have David Webb on the show. It's okay because I'm whispering.
Next.
What was your story, Corey? It was
No,
so
it's
important.
fucking over.
All right, good.
It's done.
When we return from our break, we're going to have more banging around the web because we have more Star Wars news. Sorry, we have some Gamergate news.
Oh, yeah, we're bringing it back.
But with a twist. M. Night Shyamalan's involved. And then we got more of chat, of course, right, David Webb? Anything hopping in the chat
David,
right now?
anything you want to whisper about? Or not so whisper
He's like,
about?
I'm not going to talk about chat anymore.
Nope.
Wow, we got a Corey for president in the chat. And then we got David is God. Let's it looks like we're splitting our fan base. I'm friends with you. Lareesa has no support over here.
Thank you so much for pointing that out.
Wow.
Ass.
I'm your
That's
fan.
how it goes, everybody. Every Saturday on the Video Game Bang Live, we have some crazy conversations.
Infighting.
I just dropped my phone after coughing violently.
We'll get our shit together. I swear, chat. We're going to make this a quick break.
Don't worry about that. If you're in the break room or if you're in the chat room, stick around. We're going on a small hiatus. And if you're listening right now, you know what to do. You just listen to the commercials in the middle and then come back when they're all over. Stick around.
Hi, this is Amber Goldfarb, the voice of Aveline de Grand Prix.
Sorry, guys. I literally thought I moved away from the mic far
And
enough.
move towards her mic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow, and Bezer Boy has a hashtag Carter is Bay.
Let's not do that.
Let's get that trending.
Let's not do that.
I like that one.
What does that mean?
I don't even like bae, and like when boyfriends call their girlfriends bae.
Everybody calls each other bae.
I don't know. Not everybody. I don't know who the hell you said that.
I think it's
I don't
not
know.
everybody. I mean, it's not just boyfriend.
I know. Yeah.
It's,
well, like, I
it's-
just said it because I'm a male and
So
she's
it's like
a
saying
female.
bro?
No, it's like
No.
saying, "Hey, baby, could you pass me your phone real quick?" Instead of saying "baby," you just say "bae."
What does it stand for again? Do you know?
Baby.
That's what it stands for. I thought it
Yes.
actually had an acronym.
No, just
Are you kidding me?
It could be an acronym.
Yeah, I've
an
heard it's like
acronym now.
before anything, forever, or something like that. That's what I've heard.
Forever. Where's the F coming?
Before
I don't
anything
know.
else?
That's what it is. Before anything else. Thank you.
I was just thinking of an E word.
I would have said enigma. Before any enigma. Bae. Bae is the Danish word for poop.
I've heard that too. I think that's phony.
No, see, all other related words: baby, babe,
That's funny.
girlfriend.
I think poop is.
Bae is the most effing annoying way to say girlfriend, boyfriend, crush, or any sort of significant other. Commonly used by ghetto folks, swag fags, and annoying F-tods.
Wow, is that how they really feel?
I like
Yes.
whoever wrote that.
That's how this person really feels. And then here's the third definition: before anyone else.
Sorry. Continue.
No, go ahead and read the
Okay.
Yeah,
chat.
go ahead.
Uh,
Do your damn job for once.
I don't shy away from all that bullcrap.
Mr. Howard said, I call people bae when I'm beating them at Street Fighter. I say, it's okay, bae. You'll get me next time.
Yeah. All right. You're going to say that to the wrong person.
I wanted
Mr.
to
Howard.
talk to Mr. Carter. Not Mr. Carter. Mr. Howard. You guys are the same person to me.
No, we're not. That's racist, first of all.
No, for not for that reason, but for like I don't know. Yeah, for that reason. But he was talking about Mortal Kombat in the chat, and he just got through the story. That story was so freaking bad.
I actually have started watching the story on YouTube.
It's awful.
That's
how you spell it? What?
Protect your account.
But if you guys have played the Mortal Kombat X, Aaron, you said you're watching it. What do you think about it?
So far, I'm up to the part where the B girl has shown her true colors.
Okay, that's the big twist. No more.
Is that it? That's it?
You're not going to be.
It's kind of just straight edge from there?
Yep.
Yeah, then.
Now the whole plot. You're
Meh.
running into the ending finale part.
Meh.
now.
Then.
Oh, Hearthstone on mobile is pretty freaking awesome.
I
not played on
downloaded it.
anything
I haven't
else?
played it because I'm afraid it's going to suck.
Did you
my
get a free
battery
pack
dry.
for
I
playing
played
it on your phone?
PC. What?
Did you get a free pack for playing it on your phone?
I don't know.
Because you get a free pack if it's your first time playing on like the iPad or if your first time playing on the Android.
PC, so.
Yeah, I play on the PC too, but I only played on those other ones to get the free pack. Like,
I didn't notice
story is
if
trash.
I did. It
There you
didn't
go,
say
Mr.
anything,
Howard.
so I'm not sure.
It was so bad. And then the thing that was worst about a shitty story is
that's
cool.
Wow.
No, because my freaking legs are like killing me.
The
here.
worst thing about a shitty story is when after the story credits roll and they do like a preview for what's next and
DLC.
and then it actually looks awesome. Like, so you made me sit through 3 or 4 hours of that bullshit. The story that they ended with, I don't want to blow like the little teaser part.
DLC.
If it's DLC.
It's DLC.
MK never does DLC story though.
Yeah, they will now.
I don't know. If they did, that'd be some
Ed
shit.
Boon just heard you. We never.
Here we go.
Exactly.
That's the bullshit
Done.
about Mortal Kombat. I don't think the controls are that good. It felt clunky to me compared to even Injustice felt smoother. Aaron, you played both.
Yeah, I said the last show. I didn't like how it felt. It felt very chuggy. Like it was.
Yeah.
I was controlling bricks.
Injustice was so smooth. This one is chuggy, and then I was just turned off by the DLC.
Not even a half chub.
Oh, did you play the previous Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
9, right?
Did you like that one?
Yeah, it was better than this one.
The one that was on 360 and PS3?
Yeah. I have it on the PC.
Okay.
You said that all kind of sarcastic, like someone was going with that one.
Yeah. Where are you going with
No.
this?
No.
okay.
I was wondering if you like that one. Like, is that one better than this
Oh, the
one?
story was great in that one. The
Yeah.
gameplay was smooth.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, I don't know about the
MK9.
story.
Well, I
You don't
liked
play
it.
fighting games for the story.
I do.
What?
I do.
You're
Aaron.
the weird person.
I
then.
do.
You're definitely the weird person. What are they saying up in chat?
Let's see. Yeah, Aaron
Zero-
makes me wonder if I'm not just a little gay, and its real name is what?
His real name is Aaron, so it'd be weird if you guys were together.
Aaron, you get this weird cult
He'd be
following going on.
First Lady Aaron.
You gotta take the bad with the good, apparently.
Because Bezer Boy was in my chat earlier, going like salivating over you. He was pissed off that I wasn't you. And then second, he was just talking about, well, please tell him that I miss him. I want to give him.
All right, plebeians.
And then now he's saying hashtag who even are the guys in the bottom box?
Oh, wow.
Question mark. You can't put a question mark
on
in
the
a hashtag.
right or the left.
It's
or something
us.
Like? No, I'm saying on the right. I guess
Oh.
is.
I think MKX
Lareesa,
is better than MK9.
and on the left is.
And you have lost your
the Real
mind.
David Webb.
Our name says it right
Their names
there.
are
They're
on
just
the
being dicks.
damn thing. They're being
Well,
dicks.
they-
It's your bae.
I don't know who she is, but whatever.
It's not a
No,
she.
It's not a she.
Then it's not
Bezer.
my bae.
It's Bezer Boy.
Then it's not
It's
my
a
bae.
he.
Aaron Kata.
Even Bae even made it to Time magazine.
That's unfortunate. Time really has nothing to report on. Slow news day.
I mean, it's a part of everybody's vernacular except mine, because I will refuse to call my significant other bae. That's just retarded to me.
While we're in break, before we start it up, everybody, if you're in the chat and you're enjoying the show thus far, hit up Twitter and Facebook and Instagram or whatever else you have. Let people know what you're watching and where to find it, so we can get this party really kicking, and we'll be doing some more giveaways. We actually have an awesome giveaway we're going to be doing soon. I just don't know how to give it away yet. But I think once we hit the... See, we're at 390 now.
390?
What's a good number to give away basically like 10 amiibos?
360.
I have a 360.
10 amiibos? Like
Corey, you
500?
make it sound so gay in your bad British accent. I'll work on it. Just to insult you.
Well,
Just
when
to
you-
spite you, I'm going to make my British accent so good.
When you call another man bae,
Yeah, you're
it's
kind of
hard.
you're doing
not-
it to yourself.
Yeah, you're shooting yourself in the foot. 500 followers?
500? Mr. Howard says 500. That's a lot of amiibo. Okay. What do you think, David Webb? Is 500 reasonable? I was thinking like 1,000. I mean, this is like amiibos. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but are they rare amiibos, or are they just amiibos that you can go to Walmart and you can buy?
They're amiibos you can go to Walmart and buy, but I said we got like 10 of them, so that's like $100.
Are you going to say give
What
all
about,
10 away to somebody?
I want to give like one grand prize.
Oh.
Why not? Where's Loot Crate stuff?
Loot Crate stuff?
This month's Loot Crate had a USB drive.
What?
It was a Game of Thrones.
It is?
Yeah.
Did you get yours?
No.
Oh.
My girlfriend did, and she brought it into work and rubbed it in my face. She got a Dungeons and Dragons bow tie. It came with a blow up crown. It came with I think it was a 3 gig or 4 gig USB of the wolf head for Stark. And then you got magnets for like Stark, Baratheon, Lannister.
So it's basically a Game of Thrones box.
So we're going to give away 5 amiibos if we can hit 500 followers. So tell all your friends to go and follow this page, and we'll be giving away 5 amiibos to one lucky winner. And if we hit 500, we'll choose like 10 different winners and give things to, but there will be one grand prize of 5 amiibos. Aaron, we're going to go 500 followers. If we can get there, we're giving away
that is a
5 amiibos.
Number.
Well, we're already...
500, 500.
Yeah, we're already at
5 for 500.
Yeah, we're at
300 for 500?
Yep.
We're giving away 500 amiibos? That's crazy.
We're just going to make it rain amiibos.
Should I go grab the amiibos and display them?
Yeah.
If you like.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think we
Maybe
should.
if you don't.
I'm going to get some water, too. You guys have some fun.
So we're going to take a breaker again?
Yeah, we're still in
It's still break.
We're just...
No, I wouldn't just get up and leave
There's
a recording,
snacks.
people.
Well, you did.
What did you say?
Snacks.
Did you say fruit
You
snacks?
should bring snacks.
It sounded like you said you should
want
bring
snacks?
sex.
Yes.
I'll bring that. I'll bring for everybody.
My
Nah,
stomach
I'm
is
good.
so loud.
You should. I was thinking about bringing something for everybody to nosh
I hop
on.
after the show.
Yes.
I hop after the show.
definitely.
I'm going to bed
Why?
because
You
I
need
have to get up
sleep.
in the morning.
So do I.
Well, I'm going to actually follow the rules of sleep.
It's
What?
too...
There are no rules.
Being adult is overrated.
I know.
I do
But
whatever I want.
sometimes
Zero
no, you
evidence
don't.
wants Lareesa to bring the sex.
Say,
No,
well,
you
most of the
don't.
time.
There you go.
When I can.
Yeah, so there's
You're
no.
being a fan. Zero evidence. He wants you to bring the sex.
Yeah, great. See?
That was it. You the one that started slurring it like brain is sex. Brain is sex. It
I
sounded like
said snacks.
it
Hey,
didn't
and that's
sound
appropriate
anything.
too, because tonight's prom night. So I'm sure those
It is?
exact
Is it prom
sentences, and yeah, for a lot of schools, it's prom night.
I don't memorize that. Why do you?
Because I went and got my haircut yesterday, and there was a kid in there getting his hair done for prom.
Did you give him a 20?
No. Why would I give him a 20?
Give him some money so he can splurge a little.
He lives with his parents.
And
he
they probably
gets money from
they're
his
probably
parents.
Supporting him.
You're not
Yeah.
supporting him, but you're supporting a bro. Box of
Supporting a bro.
condoms. Room service.
He was going to pay
Fry
$15 just for him to come back to the hair salon.
What the hell's
or
wrong
Great
with you?
Clips, so he can get his hair done by somebody there.
A specific
I'm
person.
pretty sure he's good on
He
money.
wanted a specific stylist
Yes.
or something. Wow.
Because
a white kid.
no,
There's a black kid.
no. I'm gonna let you
Indian?
keep guessing because I'm gonna get called racist if
Indian?
I no.
He was Mexican.
Nope.
No, he definitely wasn't Mexican.
Nope.
That's in the house haircut. Steven Gutierrez. He's the one that gets his haircut in the house.
Asian?
Boom.
Why did you think you were racist?
Because if I say any sort of race, Ceramic Dragon is racist.
Well, that's Ceramic Dragon.
He's
His
not
name is
in here.
Ceramic Dragon.
He's not in here, is he?
He's probably Asian himself.
He hides and he waits for somebody to say something like, "Oh, so black." Boom, racist. What are you watching?
I was trying to see what my background is because he's been picking crap this whole time.
Right now, it's just
Yeah.
the VGB background.
He's been picking crap the whole time.
Sleep is highly overrated. Support him with condoms. Wow, what a FA.
Father figure.
Oh.
That's what that is. Sorry that I want to promote safe sex.
British. Saying boom makes it racist.
Is that what you brought?
Literally the only thing I have.
Yeah.
She will eat that in a second.
I
She's
know.
like, it's
I
going.
don't even care.
Saying boom makes it racist. Really.
Mr.
zero
Howard
evidence.
says I have a problem believing Aaron gives teenagers cash for prom.
I don't. I never said I did.
So why would you suggest for somebody else to do it?
Because they're not me. It's that plain and simple.
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh. What's wrong with you?
50 cams on Carter. It's a
50
it's a hashtag that's going on right now. 50 cams on. Oh, by your bay.
Let me pull it forward, Aaron, a little bit.
Strawberry.
I watch myself as I eat, and I'm like, what?
That was fine, right?
You eat and then you
Yeah,
watch
much
the
in, maybe
instant
head.
replay.
Can't see.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that was fine where it was. Yeah, right there. Boom. I'm gonna be about right here.
What's that nod?
I don't know.
Were you nodding to yourself in the future?
She was like,
She took a bite and she looked right at the camera and she goes,
Inception. She knows she's She's eating. That's what it is. It's good.
Where should we display the amoebas?
This is hilarious.
Put them behind them where the Pokemans were. Are.
Can we move the Pokemans?
We still need to give those away too.
They give free condoms at the clinic. You don't need to give them 20
Can we
bucks
hit 400
to give
in
them
this
condoms.
stream? You think?
You're 100% correct.
I think we get it 400 in the
I think
stream.
we
If
can
we
get 400 in
if
the
we hit
stream.
400 in the stream, we'll give away the Pokemans.
How many do we have already?
390. All we need is 10 people.
10.
Get the word out. We even got a new guy, Wiz Kiz. He's got to have at least 2
Wiz
friends.
Khalifa has-
Wiz Khalifa's,
Wiz Khalifa's in the house.
Nice.
He said Aaron's cool and the kid with the haircut is a fag.
Oh yeah, because you missed that conversation.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought he was talking about David Webb. I was like, nobody talks about David Webb that
I think
way.
he is probably talking about David
They
Webb.
were talking about...
What other kid with the haircut is there?
Well, I was talking about the guy getting his haircut.
Why would I be the cool one? And
What? Who said you were cool?
they said that in chat room.
No, you completely miss.
Right over the head. Doesn't matter anymore.
That's going right there.
We're giving away Pokemon.
We're-
So we got to get to
Oh, you guys
300.
got Fox, too?
Fox McCloud.
I don't know. We're running out of space.
Stack on top of them. You
Yes.
don't need to see freaking Gohan's armpit right there. I will say that their packaging looks pretty cool, and the actual amiibos themselves look well designed.
You know
Yeah.
what would be cool? If the stands that they were on, the characters were detachable, because I have other Pokemon
Let's
figurines
go.
and stuff like that, and like other little like Zelda things and stuff like that, figurines, that I would love to put on the base of the amiibo, but I can't because I'd have to cut that off.
Well, cut it off.
Stick
on my There you go.
Kirby.
How many are you trying to stack over
Mario's
there?
on top of Luigi.
Where again did we get these amiibos?
They were actually donated by Eddie Villanueva.
And where did he get them?
He found them on the
He
truck.
found them off the truck.
Oh, they fell off the truck.
They fell off the
That
truck.
must have been the shipment we missed.
Yep.
Fast and Furious style.
You're
Yeah.
about to
Hold
get
up
some
with
of
this
your...
on the Civic.
Because that's, what, nine amiibos?
That's 9.
All different?
Yeah, all different ones.
All Nintendo themed?
We got Princess Peach, Mario, Luigi,
It was like $80 right here.
I
Donkey
know,
Kong,
right?
Star Fox,
So I was
Zelda.
saying,
That's some money.
Pika.
I think 500 is a reasonable thing, but we got
Yeah, that's fine.
500. 500. And there we go, Roger Howard.
I don't know anybody that has Twitch. We'll tell them to sign up just to watch this show.
Would you ever get
It's well worth it.
a video game tattoo?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of tattoos, especially on women. Just huge fan of it. Like,
But you won't get any?
because I love them.
Is it because you're black?
Yes.
Okay.
And they don't look right.
That makes
on,
sense. No,
I love colorful tattoos.
Yeah.
And if I can't get
Would you
that,
bleach that part
no,
of your skin? Okay.
Nah. I'm not gonna do anything to change my skin like that.
Just to put the tattoo and make it something fucking awesome. Like,
nah, I don't think I would do that. But I subscribe on Twitter to tattoo pictures and stuff like that, and I love different girls. I found a tattoo artist that does like really thin, small black tattoos, and really cool designs down in LA. And I was like, if I did get a tattoo, he's who I'm going with. But he's very, very expensive.
Mr. Howard says he has colorful tattoos. Video game
Bam.
ones.
There you go.
Let me see how they look first. Post your ones on Twitter. If they look like skywriting at night, then I do not.
You heard it, Mr. Howard.
I do
Post
not
tag
want
Video
it.
Game Bang and Whiteack.
I was trying to think of a theme.
You have to kind of have. I'm not saying like all black people, because there are light-skinned black people that have colored tattoos, and they look cool. Yeah.
Caramel.
Yes, but I'm milk chocolate, and it doesn't look like, it doesn't look right. And I don't like gray, and I like colorful. It's art to me. So that's what I want to see.
I think if they just put if they really saturate the color, it would work.
Why would I want to saturate?
the new
That's
watercolor tattoos?
You're saying literally draw the color out of it then.
Have you seen the new watercolor
make it
ones?
a deeper, richer
Water?
color.
Yeah, they have watercolor tattoos.
Let me check that
Friggin'
out.
Sweet.
They have white, you can get white tattoos.
Nah, white tattoos don't look cool.
They look like scars to me.
No, you might be thinking of scarification.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, not the one I saw. The one it was an actual.
Because people
like
actually
white ink
do
tattoo.
the scar thing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that.
Watercolor on black skin.
No, not on
See,
black
it just
skin.
looks like a. No, I'm just telling you. I know. I see the other ones, but it just looks like she just got burned. That's what it looks like.
That doesn't look bad to me.
She just can't go with any. Like, there's certain colors you shouldn't.
So I mean, it's just like it's not going to be. And like I said, yeah, I freaking love tattoos. Tattoos are. I've never seen any like colorful tattoos. There's a guy that works at my job. He has a tattoo on his forearm, and it was totally random, just a random design that he offered his skin up to an artist who was in a competition to do a freehand random design. And I don't really care for the tattoo, but I'm like, it's done at least well. Like it's not like it's sloppy or anything like that. But see, like reds will work for black skin.
That's cool. Yeah, Mr. Howard says you have to choose your colors wisely.
You have to. You definitely do. He's right. But like that's freaking amazing to me. All that freaking design that went into that, and like the long probably hours of work that went into all that. That's awesome.
You ready to get this thing going?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Wouldn't do that for tattoos.
That's cool, though.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that seems like that is cool.
Yeah.
That's freaking hot. I can't even see her face, and I'm tearing down.
All right.
We better start the show before.
Here we go.
Yeah, because I'm starting to get into the sexier tattoos right now.
Ooh, Aaron, okay, is my not best manning, but is my wingmanning getting a little bit better? Do you notice I'm consciously trying to put you in good positions with the ladies?
This is what I did notice you do when we were around other ladies today. You would say something and then look at me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You're like, oh, you like soccer?
It's an improvement.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm back. I'm back. I wouldn't call it an improvement.
Oh, come on, man.
I wouldn't even call it I would probably actually call it a decline.
You know, actually, I think I remember that because he had to look across me.
Yeah. There was a full body.
It was a full on.
Between. Yeah. You're into soccer too? He turns to Mr. Fantastic all of a sudden and stretched his neck all the way around the friggin' body. Oh my God, you are? And I was like, yeah, I am. Okay, all right, stop staring at me. It's weird now.
Dude, come on, man. I'm not getting any better.
I don't know what you see. This is the thing, and I understand. I don't blame you for not just having natural wingman ability. You're married. It's fine. I get it. But don't try so hard. Now you're trying too hard.
No, there's no such thing.
Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, there is. What you displayed today was trying too hard.
Wish
the goal there. is to do it, but do it subtly so it's not
You're
recognized.
Invisible.
You want to be a stealth.
You're invisible.
Like a stealth fighter, not a B-52 bomber.
You have to be invisible.
Okay, what about at the Old Navy?
With the cashier, because you let me go to a cashier that was cute.
My heart was in the right place.
Is that what you did?
My heart was in the right place, Aaron.
I can help you next over here. Aaron,
yeah,
she's cute. Go down there. Go.
Yeah, exactly. That's equivalent to you trying to push a little kid to go do something.
Every time I try so hard.
And I just happened to. I was like, oh, because I was like, I like her hair, like black and white girls. With that curly hair for some like really, I really like that for some reason. I don't know what that is about that thing, but that's what one of the tellers were.
Like spiral curls,
yes,
or like wavy.
No, spiral curls.
Okay.
Like you only really kind of get that from black and white mixture. If you see those, trust me. If you Google black and white kids, mulatto butts, You'll get that.
What do you call it?
So that's what one of the tellers were. She had a tattoo on her arm. Boom. I'm like, she's freaking hot, you know?
That's the future Mrs. Aaron Carter right there.
And so Cory gets in his mind, well, I'll take the Asian girl teller and you can go to the black girl down there. I'm like, I'm not even, first of all, she's working. That's one thing. So
how would that conversation go?
Exactly.
So it's total is going to be 1452.
There's a long line.
I'm going to use debit.
It happens in the rom-coms all the time.
There's a long line, mind you. So it's not like I'm about to sit here and holler at this girl while she's trying to speed through stuff. Next.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
That would piss anybody off. That's freaking.
You want to see this clothes on me? How about I take you to dinner? How would that?
You know, maybe I'm trying so hard to get you hooked up because I really just am terrified of you and my sister.
He's just throwing women at you. How about this one?
Hoping one will stick.
How about this one?
Take my wife.
Like that, I don't understand. I told you I wasn't talking to your sister like that.
I want to know what was going on. You were very.
Quick side note, Howard. Your tattoos are cool, dude. Like they're awesome.
Can I see?
Yeah, show the rest of them.
Did you see both of them, Aaron?
Yeah, I saw the
rest of the class.
not zero. Is that zero? That's not zero. I can't remember the name. Right. I'm killing that Mega Man character's name.
Oh, you don't want
to get declined.
You don't want to look at those pictures.
But yeah, those look pretty good. But still, they're kind of
they're not. Check that out. I got some.
Cool.
I got some street cred.
Cool. I think I'm a little darker than him, though.
Darker than Cory?
No.
Oh,
well,
you're a little darker than me.
I'm talking about Howard.
A little darker than me.
And here's another thing about tattoos, because we were talking about tattoos. Like I said, the teller, she had her tattoo on her arm, and she was looking, hot and sexy. But with me, tattoos, one, it's definitely a dedication thing.
Mm-hmm.
My interests kind of change from a day-to-day basis. So say I get I'm into Ninja Turtles today. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting all 4 of them tattooed on my forearm because I'm that into Ninja Turtles. Tomorrow I'll be like, I don't want this bullcrap on my arm right now. Like, I'm not into the Turtles anymore.
That's why I haven't gotten one yet, because I'm too afraid that I'm gonna pick something that I like right now. In a couple of years, I'm gonna go, why the hell did I do that?
Yeah.
Reason number 2. Because my number one reason.
You said that like that was from experience, Lareesa, because you are tatted up. Do you regret yours?
No.
Okay.
But I mean,
but then again, you don't really have to
about,
see it either.
Me and my friends wanted to do like a group themed tattoo, and me and my buddy were like, "Well, why don't we do a Portal theme?" And I'm like, "Well, what if I don't want it later on?
Or what if you do something really douchey and I don't like you no more?"
He's like, "We'll do the companion cube, and I'll take half and you take half." I'm like, "But you're a guy, and that's kind of faggy for you."
Wow. Welcome to the internet, everybody.
Wow.
I would never do.
Speaking of that, that's a perfect segue, Aaron.
What?
She calling the guy faggy?
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh my God! Weren't we gonna talk about Gamergate?
No, not yet. And that has nothing to do with gay people.
I hope not.
Clad Redeemer wants a shield logo tattooed on his back.
If he wants a shield, like an actual shield, like a
like the shield, the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division.
I wouldn't do a group tattoo with anybody because
we were all going to do like an element of Pokemon.
It also goes back to my number 2 that I was going to say, an individual thing that no one else has, and that represents me personally, not a group of people or like
I already have I wouldn't
Sac Republic.
I wouldn't get Sac Republic on me. I wouldn't get like a Christian cross or anything like. I'm all right. I'm Aaron Carter. Let's leave that to the rest of the people that are diehards. Because I saw when I first saw my scarf that I'm wearing here. It has the city skyline on there for Sacramento.
Oh, Link's shield from Zelda.
Yeah, sorry, I misread that.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, if he wants Link's shield, that's
Where are you gonna
huge.
tattoo it?
He said on his back.
Yeah.
She looks at it.
Okay.
So I saw the city skyline. Like I have on my scarf here. It's the Sacramento city skyline. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Just the city skyline, not colored in, just the line on my forearm going down. Sacramento is a place I've lived almost my entire life. But then I went online and looked it up. Everybody has skylines. Everybody has skylines on their forearm. Like, it's not a new thing. So I was like, that's another thing. I want my tattoo, if I get one, to be 100% unique. You will never see this any place, anywhere. It's the same thing for me.
So then make it just a bunch of shit that you like.
But like I said, that goes back to the number one. My interest changed. I'd have a sleeve. That's another thing I would want, though. I would get a full sleeve.
I'm really considering getting mine turned into a sleeve.
I would if I were you. I'd get a full sleeve. Like, especially girls with sleeves. That is just ridiculous.
All right, before
do we need to take a break? You need a little shower?
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. I gave you. There was a perfect segue for Gamergate, but you did.
But there's still other stuff.
There's
still other stuff we gotta get to.
I know, but it was you just don't. That's the difference between me and you, Aaron. I see opportunity and I seize it. I grab it by the freaking testicles and I make it my bitch.
You rape. That's what that is.
Wow.
Sounds like men. He rapes men is what it sounds like.
Definitely the difference between me and you. I don't do that. No.
Not even to opportunity?
Not even to opportunity.
You get opportunity is a lady.
Men's right activism. Have you guys ever heard about that?
Nope.
No.
That's right. Because where do we go, Lareesa, when we get raped?
What?
What hotline can
Really?
we call?
Really?
What group can we call? You jest. You really? That can't happen. Yes, it can, Lareesa.
Since when do men
it can.
say no to free
Yes,
sex?
it can.
Really?
Actually, you would know this. Wasn't that a Law and Order episode?
Thank you.
I think
Thank
it
you for
was.
listening to the episode. Just the other day, I watched Law and Order, and it was very hard for the jury to be like, "Oh yeah, when did guys ever say no?" She had him at gunpoint, chained to a desk. She fellatioed him until he was able to perform.
She probably didn't even have to hold the gun. She could have walked in there, taken off her shirt.
He was a married guy with a kid on the way.
Okay.
This was this old weird lady who was his probation officer, and she was like, "If you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm just going to throw you in jail. So you like violated something." And AKA, who's going to believe me? Not juror number Lareesa. I tell you that. She would be like, "Oh, he can't get raped. No, he's a guy." Yes, it can happen, Lareesa.
Yeah,
it's very, very possible.
It doesn't happen often. Not
But
often enough for us
just
to have
because
a rape
it doesn't
counseling
happen
for
often
men.
doesn't mean it's not real. Hey, the lunar cycle doesn't happen too often, right? Doesn't mean it ain't real, right? So where do we go? Where's our outlet? Who do we cry to?
The SVU.
We just like, "Oh, you got to shake it off." There you go. Oh, got raped. Shake it off. That's what Dave Chappelle says. No, that's not right, Lareesa. So Gamergate has been going on, and you've heard about Gamergate, the mistreatment of women, in the gaming and geek community and stuff like that. What about the guys? We get a little mistreated sometime too. I've been on the freaking Call of Duties and been called all type of racial slurs and emasculated online
by 8-year-olds.
By 8-year-olds, yeah.
Hey, Destinot just joined. He got banged.
So anyway, there's a group
That was rape.
called.
That was WizKiz. Knew the guy.
There's a group called
Let's do
the
this.
Honey Badger Brigade. Google search them because they actually are the group that is showing kind of the other side of this whole, I don't know, what do you call a man feminist, but like a manonist?
A manonist.
Is that what you call them?
Or a manatee. Either
manatee.
one.
I like manatees.
I think we call them manatees.
But yeah, so we can have, because there is such thing as man's rights. You know that, right?
Oh my God! You're
Hey.
really gonna look at me like
what's
that?
we're just gonna blow off man's rights now, right? Like we're not victims sometimes too.
I'm sitting the closest to the women, so I'm gonna plead the fifth because I'm in slapping range. So
Men rights activist and Gamergate group removed from Calgary Expo. That's what all this is deal. And which is crazy because Calgary, it's Canada.
I know
They're the
women have the
nicest-
advantage, and I totally support the fact that women
Advantage, I
have
don't
the...
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this group of men's rights activists were kicked out of a convention, and I did some research. I read the article that this came out of, and I still do not know why they were actually kicked out of their convention. They went up there to kind of promote their thing, what we're about, we're the Honey Badger Brigade or whatever. We're for, men's rights type of thing. Here's some Gamergate stuff that's going on right now. And they have posters around them. And then they get approached by some of the officials at this convention, and they're like, we need you guys to leave. Tear down your booth, and we won't be inviting you to future conventions. So...
What was the reasoning?
That's a good question.
Were they making a scene? Or?
So they say they got some complaints. 25 to be exact. That's what the convention told them. Said, hey, we got some complaints about, some aggressive behavior or something like that. I'm not 100% sure because they weren't even 100% sure. So they went out even on the record saying, this is the facts that we know from our point of view. This is it. But it's very vague why they were kicked out of this, this convention. The Honey Badger Brigade was apparently asked to leave the Calgary Expo shortly after the show kicked off. There are varying reports as to why this has happened, though many feel that it has something to do with the fact that their booth was adorned with some Gamergate posters, which is shocking that there's Gamergate posters. That has gotten to that point to where we need posters for this. Personally, I'm just surprised there's Gamergate posters. That's the next.
What are they posters
They were
of?
selling pro Gamergate merchandise. And in part to disrupt panels with feminist angles.
Security also said, according to the Honey Badger website,
yes,
security informed a woman member that they had received complaints on social media, including 25 allegations of harassment.
So
this is stupid.
Honey Badger also played the alleged.
They're playing a victim card.
Epicenter of the complaints, which was a panel that they did about something, but they have like the audio of the panel on their YouTube video, and they played a little clip of the girl saying why she doesn't like feminists or something like that. I guess because it perceives women as they're the only people that are victims or something like that. And it was weird. It literally is like a 40-second thing of saying why she doesn't like feminists. Try to look that up on YouTube. It literally is like 40 seconds. If you just put like Honey Badger, oh yeah, it's there. It's right there. That top one. Go to their no. The actual page of the Honey Badgers, and then if you go to their video, you can actually go to like click their videos, and their most overall watched video is that one. No. Now separate. You know how to link it by
Yeah.
There you go. Boom. That first little second one. I'm sorry, little 40-second one. Whatever one is like a couple of seconds.
Okay, this one here?
Yeah, let's listen to what she had to say during one of her convention press conferences.
All right, here we go.
That's just that what had happened? At what point did all of a sudden did it become a dirty thing for women to be into this stuff? Like in the eyes of so many of these men's rights activist types, or
would you like us to field that question? Huh? Would you like us to field that question?
Sure, go for it.
Because I am a men's rights activist, so you can hate on me. The reason why I don't like feminism is because you promote this idea that women are defined by being victims. If you look at the context of all of your issues, men also face considerable problems as well. And they need to be brought into the story, and not just for men's sake, because this hides men's vulnerability, also for the sake of challenging the notion that women are defined as victims.
Do you agree, Lareesa, or do you disagree?
What? No, I totally agree with that. I get it. Because so this is coming from somebody who didn't pay for cable for years and years and years, and just recently got cable, and now that I'm back into like that sort of kind of community, I watch the commercials, and I've been watching like movies and things on there, and there is just so much it's specific too. It's either sexual, it's either fear-based, it's either because our society runs off of that stuff, and women are most emotionally vulnerable to those kinds of things. Of course they're going to target that population because they'll make more money off that way.
So this young lady, I don't even know her name on there. They just keep blasting the article that I read, which is saying honey badgers.
I think she's
great.
a part of the Honey Badgers.
Yeah,
I think her name's Allison.
This is great promotion for that Honey Badger Radio, because all they're just a group of podcasters like us that nobody was talking about until this controversy.
Maybe
happened.
we need to get a little controversy going on.
And that's kind of looking and reading the articles I have. That's what it seems like to me, is just a publicity stunt that is working for them. I don't take these guys serious.
Really?
No.
So you don't believe in men's rights?
It's not going to go anywhere, Aaron. Men's rights, you try and build that case to anybody, especially the mass public, about men's rights being a thing that needs to be addressed. It's ridiculous.
We'll see when you get raped in the bathroom.
Bring it.
Okay. You're going to get the wrong crowd. You said bring it, Cory? Yeah, we'll bring it. Group of guys. But no, the thing is, I think the whole controversy was they got kicked out for whatever they, were trying to promote or whatever at this Calgary.
So they were
Expo.
selling things at Pro Gamergate, which is fine. They could sell things, but then they were going into other panels and trying to disrupt things, and they had their.
But
panel.
that didn't sound like they were going to a panel. It sounded like they were on a panel and they were asked a question.
I read the article that said they were going to other panels as well and muckraking.
I didn't see all that on the article that I read.
You were reading more biased articles, apparently.
No, they just gave me the facts of them getting. And on the articles that you read, did you read the statement from the expo that they gave out? See, I don't know what their whole constitution is in Canada or whatever. Like, do they have like a freedom of speech and right to bear arms type of thing? I don't know. I'm sorry, Canadians. It's not a diss towards you. It's just I don't know. Yeah, of course, I wasn't raised in Canada. Did not feel like learning about what your whole thing, is. So
what your deal is.
Yeah, exactly. I know because we've had some Canadians get a little ornery whenever I was like, "What did you do in the World War?" And they're like, we helped you fight. And I was like, hey.
Don't
sorry,
you know?
Canada. Jeez. America. So, I don't know. But the Calgary Expo wanted to stress like, we want to promote the right that you can say kind of, freedom of speech type of thing and so forth and so forth. And it kind of seemed like they got kicked out in spite of that. If they were going around harassing people, that's one thing. But from the two different statements that both people made out, the convention and the honey badgers, it didn't seem like that was the case. It just seemed like we said something, somebody didn't like what we said, so people complained. And then we got kicked out of this and future.
To make a point, to prove their point, get their point across. Where we...
I don't know. Cory's on this whole
what you got going on over there?
tangent thing where he just throws whatever random BS up
Sweaty
there.
butts.
I'm reading their Badger Festo, as they put it.
Badger Festo?
Yeah.
It's getting ridiculous.
And some of the men's issues we handle directly are suicide, homelessness, veteran health, child custody. And I'm reading that, and it says male victims of rape and domestic abuse, false rape allegations.
Now that one sticks out to me the most.
False rape allegations?
Out of everything, false rape allegations, yes. I know there's victims of that, male victims. That's probably the number one. That should have led with their manifesto.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But wouldn't that be more of like a lawyer? I mean, don't you need to turn to a lawyer in that situation, not a group of podcasters?
Who's saying nobody's going to turn to the group of podcasters in that situation?
But suicide, homelessness, veteran health, child. I mean, that doesn't. That's not. Those don't scream men's rights issues.
Well, let's start at the top one. The first one you said was suicide. That's everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. The second one that you had on there was what?
Homelessness.
Homeless one. That's another one. Everybody.
Veteran health.
Everybody.
Child custody.
Now that could be a men thing.
Could be.
Because they usually do give them more to the mother than the father. That's just how it is. When if it should be an equal thing, but it's not
so much anymore. Like back in the day, it used to be more like we'll give
it's more prevalent.
The kids
mom
to
automatically.
The women. Yeah. But nowadays it's not like that so much anymore. It's just whoever's more fit, and then if they could just do it 50-50, we'll do that first.
And I mean, it's even though those first three things were around, I mean, or for everybody, I mean, it's just like I said, who do they turn to? Like, you see, how many cyberbullying stories do you see where it's the boy killing himself? It's usually a whole bunch of teen girls or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's probably victims out there of that exact same thing.
Oh,
the male gender.
Yeah.
Who do we turn to? Exactly. There's not really a lot of outlets, and if nobody's speaking about this stuff, nobody's doing anything about this stuff. So that's where I see Honey Badger actually even trying to make a dent. Cory may not, agree with their,
I think their
manifesto.
the ideas in their heart's in the right place, but they're executing it incorrectly.
They're throwing spears at a mountain, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because it's going to be very difficult for people to believe that this is an issue with men.
They're gonna get behind. Yeah.
It's all like whenever I was playing the warrior in World of Warcraft and I kept asking for help, I'm like, you're a warrior, do it yourself. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you're a man, suck it up. Like, you got this. No, don't kill yourself.
Together.
No, don't be homeless. No, don't lose custody of your kids. No, you're a man, suck it up. Do it.
What's
yourself.
dumb to me about like like you guys were kind of talking about it already, especially with the homelessness and the suicide thing. It's not like I'm just homeless because I'm a man. Like, what does that happen?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You're homeless because you decided to spend your money on crack cocaine.
Well, wow, that's
and
the only
beat your kids.
That's how homelessness happens, really?
Yeah.
Crack cocaine, everybody.
Crack cocaine,
the more you know.
You lost your mind on meth, and
the more you know.
Screw you, bro.
You know, you got fired from your job and all this other stuff because you pretended to hurt your back. I know homeless people, all right? My grandfather was homeless. My dad has been a bum for like the past 2 years. I've seen a man go from having his own house and world. It was his fault. And other than like maybe some of the veterans that don't get the right disability.
The veterans?
But there's tons of resources out there to try and help veterans.
But it happens to a lot of kids underage, too. They come from broken homes and stuff, and it's just better to live on the streets than it is with their parents. And then they become so attuned to that way of life that they don't ever grow out of it because they don't know any other way.
Does it happen because they have shitty parents and they made bad decisions? Or does it happen because they're a male?
It happens because they had shitty parents.
Well, we're talking about men's rights and
okay,
male
so here's
rights
the thing.
here.
Here's the thing. Here's a scenario for you. I had a close friend of mine, and him and his pregnant wife were going to be out on the street. They were very young. You wouldn't even call them, adults really yet. When they ask, they stay with me. I was like, well, the girl can, but the man, no, you better go out there and make it on your own. Well, what if you don't know how to make it on your own? Because you're not quite a man yet, but you've had this man situation thrown upon you. What outlets for them?
So someone asked you to move in and you
This
said...
is a scenario.
Oh. Why would you say no to the man, though?
Yeah,
that makes you an asshole.
That's how... What mentality isn't that?
I don't think that's a men's rights issue. That's just you asked a douchebag.
But you're not...
Yeah.
So the man had no factor in that. Because this
in
whole
that person's
damsel...
mind, but because that person is an idiot.
So if you're going to kick him out, is it because you want to push him to
be
provide?
A quote-unquote man, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we expect of quote-unquote men. They are just...
Women can
See, I've never thought that was...
But you've never...
Even an issue.
You've never thought that to be an issue because you don't ever think of that scenario. Like,
right.
why would that scenario ever come up? But I don't know what the freaking law is. If something bad can happen, it will happen.
Oh, yeah.
Type of thing. So it's like that. It's not so astronomical that it can't happen. You have young pregnancies all the time with,
It's
untrained.
because of that damn TV show.
The
I
16
watched that
and pregnant.
crap for the
I
first
can't
time
stand
and
it.
was like,
Yeah, no, I
what
can't
the
stand
hell
that.
is this?
That so much glorifies something that should not be at all.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. Yes. So Murphy's Law. That's basically, what that is. That's what I was going with. But anyway, I'm not saying it shouldn't be. Someone shouldn't be trying to fight to put light on that type of stuff. But like I said, you're throwing spears at a mountain. It's too many people are not thinking that this person or this gender needs help in this area. Because
unless our president got raped.
I mean,
came out and said it. Then we might care, dude. Our society barely even cares about like recycling or. I mean, one of my biggest things is censoring commercials. Like, why don't they have laws that they actually have to live? Yeah, but it's
like you can't drink alcohol in commercials. Have you ever seen that?
But have you seen
the
subliminal
cigarettes.
messaging and the stuff that they have in commercials that just brainwash you to think that way?
That they do that in a way that's plausible deniability. Oh,
yeah.
we didn't make you. We didn't make you think like that.
Yeah.
That's just what
Sorry
your
for
mind
you being
went
But
to.
when your
weak-minded
commercial
person or
comes
something.
on 50 times in one break.
Because we put the money into it. We paid for that time slot.
Exactly.
That's what they will
People
go with.
should be fighting for those things too.
So it's but the thing is, it's put it this way, because it's just like I said when I worked at GameStop. I was like, if you put women behind the cash register, people will throw money at you. These people, because
didn't we make a comment about Old Navy only hiring attractive women?
Exactly. When we were there just today.
Abercrombie does that too.
We were there just today, and it was
They
just
do,
like
and
that.
if you're not attractive enough, they'll put you in the back.
Yeah.
So
if they hire you,
sound like you worked in the back of Abercrombie and Finch there.
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Okay, so the
Object.
thing, but the whole thing is, it's people as a whole seem to be more lenient towards the fairer sex, and they'll just be like, men, you do whatever you want. So
well, because on TV and in the
every
media,
medium,
women are portrayed more as victims, especially in movies and everything.
When
That's
it comes
why.
back to reality, then they just don't think that there's any male
because people
problems.
are already brainwashed to think the way that the
All
media
right, then.
wants you.
So
to
what
think.
Honey Badger is trying to do is show that yes, there are actually problems on the other side of the sex. It's not just women. Not saying that one outweighs the other, or one is more important than the other. Like, oh, male rape is more important than female rape, or female rape is rape. First of all, that's just bad. But just saying like, hey, something that you thought didn't happen actually does happen.
And I think that if that was their only, if that was the goal,
Uh-huh.
that's the goal.
That was
if
their
they went
agenda.
about it different way, that's not so in your face. You're wrong. I'm right. You're stupid because you're thinking.
But think about
this.
activism. Like a lot of it is like that. If I want to shed light on the blight of rhinos being hunted in Africa, I'm going at it aggressively in the beginning. I can't just be like, the African rhinos, everybody, they are really in danger right now. And
You can
we
do
need
it
to save
aggressively.
them.
You can be
wanna-
aggressive about it, but you don't have to be offensive about it.
But see, they don't know where that line is.
Exactly.
No
Yeah.
one, whenever they have something that they feel passionate about, that line gets blurred, no matter what it is.
So if they're selling, what was it, pro Gamergate?
I don't know what exactly they were selling though. Like
So let's say hypothetically, because that's what I feel like somebody had said, they were selling pro Gamergate, so they were on the side of, like, the bad side of Gamergate. Let's say that is they don't know any better. They don't know that that's not okay to do. Like.
Yeah, well, I would have a lot more respect for this whole group if they weren't selling things that were pro Gamergate. If they would just acknowledge evil for evil and bad for bad and say, yeah, that's shitty and that there's shit on the other side too. Let's, get rid of the shit completely. Instead of being like, oh, it's okay to threaten women because men are getting threatened, and that's the real issue. So let's.
But I don't think they were saying that though.
Well, if you're selling, you're selling pro Gamergate things. Gamergate was.
I don't know if they were
broken
selling.
down to
did
it.
they say they were selling pro game? Where did you see that? I need to see that.
Read the.
Send me the link
articles.
to it. No, seriously, send me.
I
on
already
Facebook.
had done deleted it. And
Here's
Perfect.
an example. Here's an example of a better way of doing it. So Emma Watson is doing this huge thing with the UN, and I think it's called Him for Her, if I remember right. But it's all about human equality. So people are always talking about, women should get better pay and and all this, and they're saying, okay, well, there are situations where men don't get paid well. Or don't get paid the same
for
amount.
Example.
So
women make more than men as strippers.
rather
and porn
than
stars, yeah.
So rather than focusing on making only one gender better, let's focus on making it equal across the board. Not only focusing like there are issues with men just like there are issues with women. Let's focus on fighting both.
But where that blurs and where that falls short is when you actually start to help and you actually see you two both come up to me, need the same amount of help. Somebody's going to go more towards the woman before, just naturally. Like if the freaking ship is sinking, women and children first.
Because we're brainwashed to think that way.
But that's just okay.
Yeah.
So,
Aaron, if you're in a sinking ship, would you go with the women?
Lareesa's getting pushed to the side, and I'm getting on that lifeboat.
Really?
She better be a backstroker because I'm getting on that boat. But
see,
no,
I think
that's a different thing.
Yeah,
no,
that's different.
I only use that analogy because that's just how it thinks when it comes to, just always putting, what you perceive as the weaker sex first
Yeah.
to save that, you know.
But it's
whole
like the
thing.
same thing as
No,
like
I don't think it's you're preserving the weaker.
no.
That's
What
not
is
the
it?
point of it.
What is it?
It's being a gentleman.
It's
I mean, it's
being
the
the-
same.
Shut that crap up.
No, it's
This
being
is-
no,
You
it's
can
the same
have
crap. It's the
one
same.
man and 20 women and then have 20 children. You can't have 20 men and one woman and then have one child?
It's the same crap with when
and then a
women get
bunch of men who
upset for
fight
men
over
holding the
who
door
daddy
open.
is.
Who gets upset for men holding the
You haven't
door
heard
open?
that?
No.
I've heard tons of stories, like especially like feminism like type women. They are like, I can hold the door open by myself. Like I've heard that tons of times.
So the thing is,
it's being polite.
You're not.
It's not.
If the ship is sinking, the women and children thing is that like
what? Please explain to me.
it's putting value on others' lives above your own. Like, and then see,
So-
especially the
so-
children part is a no brainer.
The children, yeah,
Obviously,
yeah. Okay,
that's
so let's
because they have
take that out.
More life to live and stuff like that. It's
So you're still proving my point. They're not thinking that a man's value, who's in the exact same damn situation, a ship is sinking. So that potentially, if you both stayed on the ship, you die. Ship is sinking. You're thinking the man's problem isn't as important as the woman's problem. And there you have it.
I'm reading chat.
That's what.
No,
that's,
you're not right because I was reading chat.
That's what you're.
Aaron is having an apocalypse mentality. is
That's what
we're
you're.
getting.
That's what. I'm not saying now. Look,
iMac has said, yeah, I kind of respected the balls of the guy who jumped on the lifeboat. Survival of the fittest.
On Titanic.
10 out of 10 times, I'm going to be like, you know what, Lareesa, get on the boat, you know, whatever. But that's just already ingrained in Aaron Carter. But for
seriously,
the people
though,
that's on
in
the outside,
reality, I would be like, no, I'm more fit than you. You take the boat. I
More
won't.
fit than me. I guess me and Lareesa are arguing.
Oh my God.
Me and Lareesa are drowning together because we're arguing the whole way down as you're more fit than me. Look at my run tracker right here. I just ran.
Aaron, get your fat ass on the lifeboat.
Exactly.
I can swim.
Let's weigh ourselves right now. Come on. Where's the scale at? Like it just drowned 2 minutes before YouTube.
We're racing to the bottom of the ocean.
Yes,
Let's see
exactly.
who's more fit.
Let's swim right now.
Right now, swimming contest.
4 laps around.
Right now.
Yeah.
To that iceberg and back 4 times.
Like, that's how that scenario goes down. We're both dead because we've been arguing over who's healthier. So anyway, but yeah, that's the basic thing. Like everybody says, you know,
It's Darwinism.
You save you're saving those people not because I'm a gentleman and I want to save the. Nobody's gonna care about. You're dead. You're Leo. You're sinking into the bottom of the ship. Who said Leo was a gentleman? What happened in chat? What are they saying in chat?
iMac said, I mean, really, how can we know that the little kid will contribute to society? I might already have a track record of
Boom.
contributing.
See? But you don't put that factor in, do you? No, you don't. That could have been. You could have saved a sociopath.
Wow, listen.
You could have been a psycho.
This little shit hasn't done anything. I've built a building.
Exactly. I'm an architect. I'm responsible for
We are
half the
so-
buildings in New York or something.
How do we start this morning off donating
I know,
toys to
right?
sick children, and now Aaron is
Drowning
valuing
them.
his own
He's
life?
down-
I'm not
drowning them.
devaluing my own life. I'm showing you that people naturally don't put the same value of life on genders. And this is kind of what Badger...
I don't think it's a value of life.
Not value, but the value
I think
of problems that...
Well,
like
look at the military. I think that's kind of like a military thing. Like when you think about it,
it's all
'cause
across the board. It's
before
all
they
around
wouldn't
the
even let
world.
women fight for the country because
the men are brainwashed back then, really brainwashed back then. Into
Well, who's going to have the
thinking that
babies?
women-
yeah, exactly.
that women are not as strong as men.
Told you we'd probably drown on that boat. We'd probably drown. She'd say one thing, and I'd be like, well, then I guess we're going to argue about
All right,
this. Have a seat, Lareesa.
We're arm
drowning.
wrestling after the podcast.
I think that in all truthfulness, there are aspects to where men are stronger than women in certain things, and there are aspects to where women are stronger in other things. I think women have a higher pain tolerance in some cases.
I would say yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
I would
I'm not
say
gonna.
yeah, hands down.
I'm not gonna have a baby. Like
Standing up. Have you
Yeah.
seen that video?
No.
Freaking ridiculous.
Not
I'm not
going to watch it.
copping
I mean-
a squat while a baby rolls out of me. Screw
yeah,
that.
yeah. Back in the olden
It
days,
doesn't roll, okay?
No, I just watched the video.
They're in the rice paddy.
Did you not see that
They're
video?
picking rice.
Rolling makes it sound fucking easy.
Oh, no. Well, you haven't seen the She-Hulk.
Just rolls on out.
You haven't seen this video of the woman who can have a baby just standing up in her living room as she hulks out? She makes it look easy. She's putting other women to shame. I'm not saying she's stronger than you, but she sure does plop it up at the home. And then, mind you, not her first one. because a whole pack of children roll out after, not out of her with JJ, but from around the house.
See, and what if she just and it drops out and hits its head?
It's gonna
like,
hit the soft spot.
Man,
Like
this is hard to
seriously,
watch.
why
Promise
would you
you.
do that standing
But
up?
promise
Why-
you-
Oh my god, this is hard to watch.
This is.
Oh, man.
I've seen
Twitch
this
is
video.
gonna kick us off.
I've seen
Why?
this video multiple times.
Oh my god.
No, he's
If
not
you
watching
guys
it on
wanna-
Twitch, right? You're not watching. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he is.
watching on
If
Twitch.
you, if you guys want to see
guess
the
we're
rest
getting-
of that, you
we're
can
getting
go-
banned.
This is on YouTube. Oh my god! Oh
Yeah.
my Jesus!
Yeah, that's natural childbirth
See,
right there.
that's why I wasn't gonna stand up.
Who the hell said nobody really does that? She's kind of unique out of.
I would not have stood up.
Yeah.
Because-
Everyone is
because-
like, the whole chat is going, oh my god, no, Cory, why?
Yeah.
Jesus,
I was drinking water.
And now
Twitch
you-
censors.
Well, we probably will be censored. Definitely. That's the.
I'm at Gaz. I watched my son arrive in this world. I still can't watch that.
Oh my god!
That's what that is. You can't unsee it. I've seen it like 12 times. Though,
Spit
actually.
all over
It's
my
amazing to
laptop.
me. Like it literally is amazing.
What the F did you show?
The woman, that woman's
If
fortitude.
you want to, the end of that was freaking amazing.
Now you can't tell me that's not. You've had 2 kids yourself. You can't tell me that feat isn't amazing.
I wouldn't have stood up.
Okay, but nonetheless.
But okay, so let's get back on.
Because like I've heard like it's like my mother
Why are we
and my
talking
sister,
about this? Is this
you
in the
know,
notes?
had kids, you know, while I was coherent enough, and they're like
Yeah.
it's mind-numbing pain.
Right.
My grandmother used to tell me that when I was being born, my mother, she left scars in her hand from holding, you know, from the pain. And I understand it is probably one of the most painful things, you know, outside of a Mortal Kombat fatality.
You're pushing.
So yeah,
I don't know.
Another
you're
human.
You're pushing something about this size.
Yeah.
I don't know how big a baby is. Out of a hole.
Yeah, and so I understand. So this woman to have the mindset to be able to catch this thing as it plops out of her, and while she's
Yeah, mostly because the way I had both my kids in the water, and the way I remember it is my legs were shaking so bad from the pain and the pressure that there is no way that I could have physically caught my kids
and this
and stood up at the same time.
She-Hulk of a woman.
Like I could stand up if somebody else could have caught the baby.
It looked like she was just like she had a whole
She was
bunch of
cleaning the
brands.
house.
Yeah,
it was just like, oh crap, it's happening.
Yeah, up here it is. Boom. Oh, let me catch that real quick. Scoop. Yeah.
Keep dusting.
Here's another baby, guys. Take this
Like
away.
to make it a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
So back to my point though.
Yes.
Is I think
Huge
that
tangent.
there are things that men are stronger. I mean, they're naturally biologically have more muscle mass or potentially more muscle mass.
Just built differently.
We're built
We're
differently.
just built differently.
So
Okay.
in a situation of survival, biology tells us that men could have a better chance of surviving than women. So that's why the whole you take the lifeboat, I'm going to swim.
Okay, so
makes
then
sense.
if you even put it back to just it's plain old-fashioned nature.
Because
So
you guys
in
don't
our-
have that time of the month where you're deficient in
in-
pretty much everything
in-
for
in-
an entire
so-
week, and
so-
you need more sustenance. You don't have those issues.
Okay,
I've known
okay,
guys
all
that I
right
think
then.
might-
But that still doesn't negate the fact that men have problems.
And if it were the
That
zombie
I'm not saying that it
apocalypse-
does.
But in everybody's mind, it does. This is what I'm trying to get to. Everybody automatically thinks, you're a guy, you can deal with that. And that's I understand. Like I'm trying to play devil's advocate, so you guys can disprove it. It'd be best that way because we all think that way.
Right.
When I started the whole conversation about this, you know, Gamergate thing, your reaction, Lareesa, was off the bat. What are you talking about? Men don't get raped, type of deal. But these are real things that happen to real people.
I know.
And I'm not saying like.
She's like, I know.
They
I've
need
raped
to,
plenty of dudes.
They don't. I'm not being like,
Can't
oh
rape the
well,
willing.
they need to nut up or something like that. That's just basically what they get. So it's just like this group of people. Then they most likely have gone about it the wrong way, or they could have gone about it the right way and just got misunderstood. But this group of people were trying to shed some light on that. Like, yeah, they need help too. That guy over there needs help just as much as she needs help. And you know, let's join Hermione and let's help
and that's
everybody.
And that's okay. But the way they're doing it,
yeah, well,
I don't agree with.
I wasn't there, so I don't know. You know, this is all
just
TSA.
based. I mean, excuse me, just kind of as like a cursory looking at their website, it's very much kind of like in your face. Like that's bullshit.
And like I said,
stop whining.
It's got to go.
You know,
it's got to go to the fact that they just don't know how to right now. Like they don't, they can't. They feel so passionate about this whole situation that they feel like if I'm not in your face, you're not going to see me type of deal. Because in a way, like I said before, they're throwing spears at a mountain. If you don't be in somebody's face, nobody's going to freaking recognize it. What are they saying in the chat?
Okay, I'm gonna have to sub what I think the curse words are. You effing need to give us a way already. You made us watch that video. Why the F did you do that? And why the hell would she just be videotaping that?
This scarred some of you.
So I could go to the hospital or stay here and turn on the video camera, giving birth all by myself, and then post it on YouTube. Yep, let me tell that lady. Let me tell you that lady is smart.
That's exactly what you do.
Actually, they have videos like that because for birthing classes and things like that, and the birthing classes that have those donated videos and things like that posted up on YouTube.
If you want to stand up and have a baby, go to YouTube.
This is a no-no. This is what you don't do when you're giving birth.
I definitely wouldn't recommend it for our female viewers out there. Don't stand up and have your baby.
No, don't do that.
Because if you get shaky kneed and drop and then pile drive your kid when they're halfway out.
Tombstone
your kid.
Would it just go back in?
No. Fuck that.
That'd be terrible.
Oh my god.
Like, we gotta start this whole thing over.
All right, I'm not standing up again.
All right,
turn the camera
we're
off.
done.
We'll call
Just
the
cut
ambulance.
it out. Cut it out.
Yeah, we're done.
Get this out of me.
Too much.
Get it out.
So in overall essence, everybody, Gamergate.
It's still
has
dead.
two
This
sides.
Isn't even reportable.
Yeah, it has
I'm
two
disappointed
sides
in our
now.
show for.
But no,
reporting
it
on
has
this.
two sides. It's
No,
not.
It doesn't.
We reported every show that we reported on has always been about the mistreatment of women in gaming. Correct?
Yeah, this is a whole different thing. This isn't Gamergate. This is people using Gamergate
as a platform,
to get their own agenda out.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not a part of Gamergate.
How else would they have gotten your attention?
They haven't, and they still won't.
Exactly.
But yeah,
they got it already because you're ignoring them. That's how you got their attention.
I don't see how what they're saying though applies to men in gaming. I mean,
well, see, like I said, I wasn't there at their booth. I don't know what they did because they were talking about all this stuff that they had to take down from their booth. These posters. I don't know. There's no pictures, no nothing on there. There's only a bunch of words. And like all I've seen is the statement released from the Calgary Comic Expo and the statement released from the Honey Badgers. That's all I saw.
Yeah, it's done.
Anything else is kind of reporter hearsay type of deal.
Scary.
It was a very successful publicity stunt. That's all it was.
I don't think it'll go any further simply because what they're, like I said, freaking 100 times. Their issue is too big of one for people to. It's too ingrained in everybody's head. It's like telling people stop breathing. At this point,
all right.
And I think there's a difference between men's rights and just kind of being like, polite. Like you hold the door open for somebody.
It's tough.
I don't want no woman holding the door open for
there's
me.
There's so many layers to it. That's not
that
as
bitch
simple
better
as
walk through the door.
If she can hold it open, that's fine. Whatever. She can hold it open all day. Did we talk about Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah.
Okay,
so you remember when we said a superhero that deserves maybe another video game? I liked actually the Punisher, and with all the things that we have nowadays that you can do in video games, like all the things you can do in Grand Theft Auto and Skyrim and stuff like that. They could make an awesome superhero game like that.
All right, so what she's talking about now is which video game or which superhero deserves a new video game franchise. We've been seeing so many video game franchises out there with, like, the Hulk has one, Wolverine has one, Spider-Man has some amazing ones.
And they're all in the Lego ones.
Yeah, and everybody's in the freaking Lego ones, which is actually pretty interesting that they put them all in that. But what superheroes don't get any light shed on them? Daredevil has a new Netflix episodic thing out. Why doesn't he get one? Because it'd just be a blank screen the whole time.
It's a first-person point of view game.
That's all you be running into walls. You get a whole bunch of sound effects, definitely.
That would be fun. I would play it.
Yeah.
It would be some sort of like Steam beta download.
Exactly. A whole bunch of game overs. Like you get all that, but how did I die?
Or it'd just be red.
He said it looks like the world's on fire to him, so that would be some weird graphics. Have you guys got to that part of it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm going based off of the Ben Affleck, where it just looks like it's red, like red radar.
Yeah, I saw like the ripples and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I still don't understand how that helps him see bullets coming at him quicker. They're still going the same speed. Like, you're going to get shot. Like,
Because, okay, so this may be a stretch, but if I had to guess, I would say because he can hear a lot better. Like, his hearing is
Okay.
enhanced, right?
Yeah, yes.
So he can hear the hammer click back. He can hear the explosion in the gun before somebody else might. He can hear what's happening in the barrel before it even leaves the barrel.
So then how does that help him determine the trajectory of the bullet?
Because if he can hear like that, because they're like bats, okay? Like think of a bat. A bat hears by sound bouncing off of a wall.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's
and then
not
coming
making
back.
any sound.
Right, but he can hear.
So
he
he's
can
hearing
hear the
he's
sound.
hearing the sound of the gun, and you're thinking that since I hear it from this general direction,
yeah,
it's going
it's going
that way. Oh,
yeah.
That makes a little more sense.
Or if it's raining, he can
Well, he'll
hear
just see
that
everything. If he's
exactly,
raining, he'll
and
be able
then
to see everything.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, that's he should just fight crime in the rain the whole time.
That's why it's raining in a
He
lot of
should
his
just
fight
bring
scenes.
Oh my gosh!
a
Okay.
water bottle.
So what if they did an entire game of where you could be Harley Quinn?
Okay, what? Let her defend her Harley Quinn game, or did you get this from chat?
I'm just looking.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking at pictures.
She's like, I just typed in superheroes and that what came up.
Yep.
Harley Quinn would be kind of hard to do unless you make it like a puzzle game.
Does it say?
You're just trying to get out of her brain or something like that. And it's
That
just,
would be fun.
There it
You're
is.
in an insane asylum.
There it
and
is.
crazy shit goes on, but you don't know if it's real or if it's in her brain. Have you ever watched Alice into Madness?
That's
that game?
That's a Harley Quinn game
That
right there.
yeah,
Yes.
that would be pretty fun. I would play it.
What are they saying in chat over there?
Hang on, let me reply to it.
So this is a Daredevil game that we're looking at right
no,
now?
actually, this is Batman Arkham City, I think.
Oh,
with-
but they put the mod
with
on to
mods.
Robin because he's the one that had like the little the sticks and stuff like that. Yeah.
So Bree asked on my logic of how Daredevil can hear a bullet. She goes, so someone is about to have a fart and he can hear it.
Yeah, he hears the rumble.
Yeah, it
and
goes
then-
down.
That's what I said. I go, yeah, he can hear the fart forming.
Right before he goes, ah! Like, what?
Wait for it. There it is.
Katie. The hell?
Yeah.
How'd you know it was me? I smelled it before it came out.
There's Raven. They could make something up with Raven.
I don't know if Raven. She's not dynamic enough.
Raven Simone?
Yeah, Raven Simone.
Let's see, Nightwing's in here.
Nightwing would just be kind of more of an action-y Batman.
Slade.
Slade Wilson?
I don't know. For a new one, I would like to see a Mystique game.
Of course.
And make it like Hitman.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Then all of a sudden she can just give her like 50 different characters she can change into, and depending on the character you change into, it kind of goes around. So say you're like, you have to assassinate somebody inside of a big nice
Wonder Woman.
A nice party or something like that.
From chat.
And you transform yourself into one of the cooks to infiltrate into the kitchen.
Mhm.
Then you transform into one of the guests. And then you get close to your target, kill them.
Hey! Game stream team just got banged.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah. Mystique, and just have her change and everything.
You know, Mystique could be done if they pull it off right. And
Be a mix of Hitman and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome, everybody.
What about Wonder Woman?
That's too much of like a Superman-ish type of... Not trying to take anything from Wonder Woman, but she's too close to a Superman. She can fly now, and...
Yeah, I wasn't going to suggest that either. They already did like Teen Titans and stuff.
I didn't really even care for the Deadpool game.
Yeah, that Deadpool game.
Like, it didn't make
shit on wheels.
really make any sense. I don't know why they haven't done like a true detective type of game for superheroes. Like, there's The Question. Why don't they do that for his character and make like a full-blown like mystery game? What do you have?
IMAC is saying standing birth to Raven Simone. Cory is on fire.
Let's,
We were talking about Raven. I'd like a Raven Simone game.
She wouldn't like
Just-
Raven Simone. Actually, she does have a video game called That's So Raven on the DS.
Yeah, well, I'd like no, I don't want
That's
it to
like a
be
fashion game,
No, I want it
isn't
to be
it?
based
It's a
on
game
her,
nonetheless,
I want it
people.
to be based off her real life.
So you want to start off on the Cosby Show and then
Yep.
work your way through her
To
acting
Disney
career?
and then
Yeah, exactly.
just drop
Is
off
this
the
like
face
the
of the earth.
Kardashian game?
Oh,
It'd
now
be-
we're talking.
It'd be better than the Kardashian game.
Jamie plays that
No.
game so much.
The
Really?
Kardashian game?
Yeah.
How was it?
Uh-oh.
I
It was
don't know.
good.
Jamie plays it.
It was great.
I
Not me.
haven't played.
It's
I've heard about
Skyrim.
it. I've
Yeah,
heard about it.
it's basically
Skyrim.
just Skyrim.
You played it?
Yeah, me and Aaron both played it.
We told you
Oh,
this.
That's right.
It's a
Can
it's
I
a Kardashian
can I
Skyrim.
load it right now? and
It's
play it?
basically think of like
on your
Skyrim
phone. I don't think it's on the PC.
meets like Mass Effect, and then meets like
Minus all the aliens or plus all the aliens if you want to call it
yeah.
Kardashian's
She's a
alien.
hobbit.
and then mix it with like those puppy games on the DS. And then it's like
That's
that.
about accurate.
Yeah.
That's about accurate. Yeah. Yeah. That's,
I'm afraid that if I download it onto my phone, I'll just get a bunch of viruses.
there's a lot of
You
games
gotta
on the
download
phone.
virus protection on your phone.
I do have viruses.
Unlockable character in the Raven game would be Malcolm Jamal
Condoms
Warner.
are only 99% effective.
Who's Malcolm
Virus
Jamal
protection.
Warner?
What?
Theo?
They should put
Oh,
it on
that's
the
Theo?
pouch.
Yeah.
Okay. Good call. Good
How
call.
familiar are you guys with indie games?
I love them. Very familiar with them.
Nobody else
We've
besides Corey?
we've dated a little bit.
Really?
You gotten-
a little bit.
Who is
Not-
this woman?
So here, according to whatculture.com, are some of
What?
the
Culture?
some of the I like this website. Here's some of the indie games that they say are the best of the decade.
Okay.
And as we know, a decade means 1,000 years.
So we're talking about the best. I think you might want to check your math on that one.
I think I'm about right. I kind of got sidetracked by selfies going wrong on the
Deca
bottom.
is 10.
The first one
Okay.
is the Stanley Parable. You played this game, right?
I played it.
You played it too?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Give your review.
Okay, so you start out in your office. You pretty much have no direction. You don't know what to do in the fucking game. You're just kind of there, and everything's a mystery. You don't know what the fuck's going on. And there's a million routes you can take, and things like either change or they don't change. And you have this voice that constantly narrates.
And it's awesome. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and it's really funny, though, too, because the narrator will try to tell you and guide you into what to do, and sometimes you'll choose to do something different, and he'll mention something about that and make funny jokes, it was pretty entertaining, but I felt like the game could have been a lot more. It could have been a lot more fun. It could have had a lot more to it, but I've done every single ending of this game.
So this game.
How many were there?
Yeah.
There were quite a few, and some of them only varied in the last few choices that you make.
Another thing, are there any other interaction with like any NPCs in this game?
No.
Okay.
No, you interact with a telephone, and that's about.
Is there a story behind this too? Like,
Kind
did,
of.
did they come out with any type of
but
story?
you don't know.
The game's kind of like a mind fuck. It really.
That,
like,
when I watched people play it, it was creepy as hell.
Yeah, I was playing it, and it's so off the wall. Anything could happen. And like she was saying, it's kind of like the comedy of GLaDOS from Portal. Of the guy, he's the announcer, he's the narrator from the game. So he's like, today Stanley decided to go through the door on the left. And if you go through the door on the left, he'll be like, good boy. And then he'll keep going. And if you go through the door on the right, he'll be like, but today he decided to go a different route.
Yeah.
And that was like fun to do. And he's like a character that you're interacting with this whole time.
Later on, he makes jokes like there's a part to where if you choose to go in this path, you come across a telephone. And he says, Stanley wonders who it is and picks up the phone. And if you don't pick up the phone, he'll make some funny comments about that, about it being your wife and you not wanting to talk to her anyways.
Oh, yeah. See, it's funny.
There's
It is
a lot.
well-done
There was a
game.
lot of endings to it, and I think I don't know what the real ending is.
The
'cause they're
game could
all-
end like in less than 10 minutes if you want it to.
Yeah.
Like I beat the game in like 5 minutes just by doing the easy way.
See, the solidarity of it all is what creeped me the crap out.
Well, there's points to where you think he's actually going crazy because everything in the room changes right in front of your eyes. You're sort of like floating in and out of gravity. The lights are weird.
Yeah, like it's creepy as hell. Is
that
it one
the
of the
game?
best? Yeah, that was the game. Is it one of the best of the decade, people?
No way. No way.
No? Wow.
I think it deserves a spot on there just for its
It
creativity.
was good, but I felt like it could have been a lot more fulfilling.
But it's not like we're saying it's number one. This is number 18 on the
GLaDOS was
list.
definitely a lot more entertaining. He was a good narrator, and it had his quirks, but
Mr. Webb, what do you think?
I've never played it,
He has
so
no frame of reference.
I have no frame
He's
of
like
reference.
a child who walks
He
into the middle of a
literally-
movie
he
and wants to know
literally-
what the hell's going on.
Literally has 2 frames of references
Who's
YouTube
Stanley?
just explaining it to him.
I don't know.
You are Stanley.
Yeah,
No,
you
I was
are
just-
Stanley,
I was-
and it's his parable.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. Is it free?
No.
No.
He said that no, it's not the
Yeah.
best game of the
No, I
decade.
hate it.
No, it's not.
Game sucks.
Number 17 on the list, Papers, Please. You play a borders agent or whatever, where people will come up to you and you check their visas for them to get into the country or not. Have you ever played this one, guys?
No.
Yeah,
But I'm assuming you check to see if it's real or fake.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool because there's things you're supposed to watch out for, like if they're visiting from another country, and then like in between matches they'll tell you like, hey, we're not accepting anybody from Kazakhstan, so look out for that.
Why?
Well, it's just certain things, and like you could, or like maybe the country is having a problem with that other country, and that's why we're not. So you can accidentally, like, I've seen it stream where somebody accidentally let somebody through that they weren't supposed to, and ended up being a terrorist and blowing stuff up, and then you'll read about it in the newspaper that happens in between the levels and stuff like that. So it's like your choices of letting certain people in and out have ramifications, and then they have things where like, oh, there's a murderer on the loose. Here's his description of what he looks like and stuff like that. And then when you're looking through things, you have the ability to call for the police, and so you could potentially stop a murder or something like that. These are some of the things I saw from like I think an alpha or a beta build or something like that when I saw somebody streaming it, and it's pretty interesting. But all you're doing is literally just you're checking people in through customs.
This reminds me of there's so many versions of it too. On mobile, you can get like a flight. You direct the flight controller game.
Oh,
and all you do, you know what I'm talking about? All you do
traffic
is
controller?
all you do is you just tell the planes where to go. And if you do it wrong, that has ramifications. The plane crashes. This is kind of like if it was on the mobile and it'd be a game like that, then maybe, but I wouldn't download
And
it.
it gets even more in depth as you play more and more like any regular video game does, and it gets extremely more difficult as well. But it got a little buzz. It got a little buzz for some time. But nobody played it in here, huh?
No.
Unfortunately. I might, though, after this. Oh, man.
We have burned through another episode, everybody.
Yep.
It's that time.
This was a very weird episode. I apologize.
They're always... No, never.
If you want like a regular show where things are normal and there's structure and...
This was structured? What are you talking about?
You guys can go listen to the Wednesday show where you can find that.
When was this not structured?
Pretty much...
We hit every mark that's on the structure of the thing.
We have an 18-game list and we hit 2 of them.
Yeah, for the podcast.
Because Aaron wanted to talk about...
Ow. Fuck.
What the hell just happened?
Hit my head.
Well, see?
God.
And now you guys are... What happened? Where do I go to when I hit my
head? Let's see. Bree says she loves weird, though. So...
Well, see?
There you go.
It's for the people.
We went from Carl's Jr. models. We had...
Well, see, that weird stuff that people visually saw was all on you. You can't blame any of that bullcrap. You went from NWA to Power Rangers.
I could blame the baby
to
thing on
birthing
you.
people to freaking...
The baby thing was you.
That's one out of the 7 weird
and that was
things
the one that...
That's pretty much the worst
that was
one.
pretty much
out of
the
all
worst
of them,
one that got me in trouble.
But that was relevant to what we were speaking on.
Still the worst one. Doesn't matter if it's relevant or not.
But he's going on the weird. It was like, oh, we were all over the place. That was relevant to what we were speaking on. When was NWA relevant to what we were speaking on?
I think we talked about the male Gamergate thing into the ground.
What was the NWA relevant to?
I'd have to say, if I was...
What was the Power Ranger relevant to?
If I was rating
Somebody
this
talked
show...
about the Pink Ranger.
Nothing.
Oh, show's over.
Thank you for listening to the live show. We'll be back to do it all again next weekend. For David Webb, Lareesa, and Cory, I'm Sir Aaron Carter saying, see you next time.
1 out of 5 stars.
Terrible. Now, if you're listening and watching on the live show here still with us,